last we left off, the Moonstone Masquerade walked through the shroud, coming to a stone structure and meeting a very strange skeleton. He claimed to be making a portal to the material plane. The conversation continued confusingly, but eventually he was revealed to be Ishnir the Undying. You fought the Lich, managing to defeat him before repairing the portal and going through. Most of you appeared near Bjorn, but Slab seems to have teleported somewhere else. And we come to, as you're all just getting up from landing in the snow, Bjorn, Braylon, who was like the animal handler, and Macaria, Archeron's flying horse Pegasus thing, is there. And they look a little bit concerned. Bjorn and Braylon look a little bit concerned, flustered, maybe. And as you arrive, Bjorn is going to look at you and say, "Oh, well, that's fortuitous. Where have you been? We were about to send out a search party for you all."
Wait, how long have we been
Scream,
gone?
Slab knows where Slab! What have you done with it, you monster?
What do you mean? We've just what? I don't know what you mean.
There was a group of us.
Slab's missing.
Slab's missing.
You
And so
replaced
the
you replaced one green one with another green one.
Wow, that's
Oh,
really
that's
racist.
so racist. Oh my god. And it's not even.
Where's my little buddy?
Slab had orange hair and Tanith. They have snow hair. Well, actually, this is a really hyper
What do you mean
important question,
snow
right?
hair?
No hair has zero hair because it's all snakes, right?
That's true.
Do they have eyelashes?
The snakes or Tanith?
Tanith.
Tanith has eyelashes.
Okay, are they tiny little snakes?
No.
No.
Opportunity missed, Asher. That's all
No.
I'm gonna say.
Gross.
Just because you have snake hair doesn't mean all the hair on your body is snakes. That'd be awful.
Welcome to the
Imagine.
snake pit, buddy.
Oh, like
but-
between the legs, snakes.
Yeah. Imagine like fucking downy fluff on their arse as snakes as well.
Oh, James. But to answer your question, Sidon, Beyond says it's been 4 days.
4 days.
Yes.
4 days. That's 4 days longer than it was for us. I wonder
Yeah.
whether that's
Oh.
3 days. Technically 3 days. 3 days longer than it was for us. I wonder where we lost the time, whether it was there or during the transference.
Well, it's
Feywild time is weird.
We weren't in the Feywild.
One in the Fey, but yes. Do
Do you want to come inside? It's cold.
Yes. We've been through the ringer a little bit. But yes, please lead the way. As he's going in, I'm going to quickly message everybody, but as he turns away to lead the way, I'm just going to flash minor illusion and turn around and flash the sign. Don't mention Ishnir just yet to everybody because I don't know if people are going to believe it. Hey guys, we fought the ancient evil and we kicked his ass. Doubt it, buddy. So I'm just.
I wasn't gonna do.
Sure,
But I am
chap.
gonna look for Slab.
But yeah, just for now, just until we get an idea.
I'm going to stay outside for a little bit and look through barrels and under stuff, just in case Slab's ended up in these places.
Yeah. How long do you spend outside?
30 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
Wow.
I will say that I had already spoken to Ash about this. I am going to get out the cold and then use my ritual to see if I can talk to Slab to make sure he's okay.
If you talk to Slab and it's sooner than an hour, you can come out and get me.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes. Yeah. I just find a warm corner about Bjorn. We've lost some compatriots, friends, dare I say, lovers. So I'm in an incredibly silly mood today.
What have you and Steve been doing?
I don't know.
They've been bonding over grilled cheese.
He calls me his little cheese sandwich. Archon's going to cast the conversation ritual, which is 10 minutes dose times.
Well, we'll do the one, then we'll do the other.
You don't.
Because-
I can just tell you. Well, I told
No,
you what
I
was gonna
know,
say,
but
I
obviously
forgot.
one's going to be first, one's going to be the other.
Yeah. I'll do Slab
So
first. He is
okay,
present.
cool. You spend 10 minutes and cast constant conversation. Oh, was it? What do they call it? Is that what I called it? I don't remember.
Something like that, yeah.
On
Now we want to hear Asher's best Slab
Oh, it's gonna
impression.
be
Just
it's
role
it's gonna be
play, come on.
great.
What-
It's
what
very
voice does
it's
he
not
do?
gonna be that different. But yeah, what do you say? Oh, obviously you can speak back and forth.
So primarily it's Slab. Slab, can you read me over? Check. Am I coming through loud and clear? Are you there on the plane that we are in?
Yep, you don't have to keep talking. Very loud in my
We were
ear.
just worried about you. Very, very worried. Are you okay, my dude?
Yeah, I think so. I'm in Aramol with my family.
Oh. Well, you looked in there because looking around, we're still in buttfuck freezehole. Well, if you're good there, have a quick little favor to ask. Don't worry about doing it right now. I will do this again tomorrow to make sure, just to catch up. If you could use your spell Legend Lore on Ishnir's cloak and/or ring, depending on a primary. If you can only do one, the ring is preferable. Just to understand.
Yeah,
kind of
I
what it
don't
is.
have enough. I don't have enough stuff for two, so
Okay.
I'll do one.
Just so we know what it is. Doesn't really need to be where it is, but any information you can find it would be brilliant. Yes, thank you.
Cool. I will do that.
Groovy.
Message Matt, you've lost your money.
Yeah.
We
Well,
used
I'm,
it for Legend Lore.
I will tell him. Yeah.
He doesn't have to do it if he doesn't. If he wants to hold on to it, he can. But yeah,
He's not here to tell me otherwise.
Jim,
I message him about stuff and he doesn't answer me, so
Okay,
I'm not even
okay.
gonna try.
If he's really pissed off, I will give him the money.
I don't think he'll be pissed off.
50 platinum, something like that, 500 gold.
It's less than that, but
I can probably cover it. Okay,
I think
wonderful.
it's about 250, but I can't remember.
Okay, whatever it is. Wonderful. Thank you very much. I'm now going to reach out to the Silver Horizon to make sure they didn't materialize in the middle
Silent
of.
Horizon.
What did I say?
Silver.
Silver.
Yeah, the Silent Horizon.
Sorry, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. Poor old Chiron. Ronnie. Okay. Bye.
I assume you also bye. I assume you also tell Sidon that Slime is not here.
Look
No, we
outside.
let him be outside
No, well-
in the cold.
This is how much fun does it look like Sidon's having looking around?
You see him if you look outside. He's got his head stuck in a barrel. Slime!
I don't know.
You in there,
This is the
little buddy?
happiest I've seen him for days. I suppose I really should let him know. Sidon.
Yeah.
No. I've spoken to Slab. He's with his parents, with his family in. Where did he say it was? Sorry, I didn't write it down. Aramore. He's in Aramore with his family. He's fine. He's well. I will speak to him again tomorrow. We'll see if we can meet up somewhere near. Pass. We'll see if we can meet up somewhere. He's fine for the moment. Don't worry about him. You can take your head out of the bucket now if you want.
It's
Cool. My head's not that big. It's
No.
big, but it's not that big.
That's what she said.
My head is the biggest.
Oh Jesus!
Okay.
I meant,
going
like,
to the-
actually, I have a massive forehead.
good for you.
Perfect.
Very Neanderthal of you. I'm very pleased.
Perfect for headbutts.
Okay. Flat is what you're saying. Nothing behind it.
I've got a very thick skull.
yes, very thick. Almost completely one unit from one side to the other.
That's what happens when you headbutt walls for training.
Ah, it all makes sense now.
Yes. As I look around the inside of Bjorn's, let's call it what it is, tent.
It's not. It's a wooden structure. It's not a tent.
Is there lots
It's
of meat roasting above fires? Is that like the vibe?
It's a
Yeah.
meat hall.
Okay, a meat hall.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn to Robin because Robin's been here for the longest. Before I reach out to the Silent Horizon, presumably they've gone to where they wish to go to, which is great. Is there anywhere?
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Is there anywhere nearby where someone could get some food that isn't designed to be consumed with your fingers?
When Sardin comes in, he starts picking at the finger food. I don't know what you're on about, Adron. This
No,
food is delicious.
I'm sure it's delicious. Cutlery is very underrated.
Would I know of anywhere?
Yeah, you guys went to an inn last
I was
time
gonna
you were
say there
here.
was the guy.
I don't remember what I named it on the spot, but there was an inn that you guys went to with the owl.
Oh, it's an owl.
Well,
It's just the bird guy.
it's kind of a bird
He's
guy.
an
I have
owl
a-
guy, yeah.
It's bird guy. You can't really tell bird. I think I just had vaguely owl description written
I
down.
assumed
That was like 5
owl.
weeks ago.
I
Jesus
assumed
Christ!
owl.
No wonder you can't remember what it's called.
I can't remember because I made it up on the spot.
I don't have it written down. I know the
No,
style
it's completely fine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
completely fine. I'll just.
Make it
It's
up
just.
again.
It's the tavern.
Random
But yeah, so-
Adron, I don't know what
Tavern.
this whole like fascination with cutlery is. Like, you have fingers.
Yes, I do. I also you may question why I use napkins when my sleeves are so readily available. But I just think we come at things from a different perspective,
I mean,
Simon, which is perhaps
with
why we work so
fingers,
well
if
together
you- with-
in a conflict.
With fingers, you can like stab each individual bit of food, and then you have 5 little bits of finger food.
Oh God.
If I really wanted
10 little
to,
bits of
I
finger
could
food.
I could learn the spell, animate objects, and animate every cocktail sausage in this room to fly into my mouth. Excuse me.
Well, that's kind of morbid.
And you see that Cass is still on the floor, barely dragging herself inside.
Yeah, this is why I just think. Before I don't. I mean, I'm okay to carry on for the day, but I assume some of the rest of you would perhaps like to rest.
You see
Yeah,
that?
Cass, are you okay? Like, you look very tired.
You don't say.
Okay, I think we need to rest.
Yes.
Before you go, what did you find in that cave?
A
it's an-
structure.
Yes, an old. Well, this is quite embarrassing, really. We didn't actually investigate it very thoroughly. We only saw 2 rooms that was filled with strange creatures that sent us off to somewhere, not completely 100% sure where. And we had to
very
escape.
eerie and scary.
Yes, very foggy. We fought a weird undead creature with a giant that was trying to. And we used the magic there to bring our way back. If you want us to go back to having a look, we will. I would recommend you don't.
No. It's.
Oh, there was one room. It had like a deactivated golem in it.
Oh.
Yes, this is what I mean. We really did only look into 2 rooms, so it's.
It was 2 or 3
Well,
rooms.
I did ask you to look, and you did. So I'm not going to make you go there again. Don't worry. A deal's a deal. Whenever you have your council, I will be happy to make the trek down.
Well,
Awesome.
exactly when it's going to be, but I would anticipate it's going to be. Well, we'd try to get it for us.
If you don't know, just let me know.
No. What I meant is we're going to take our friend here, Tanith, back to their place, which they are from. And then we're probably going to go back to Crown Top and have the ceremony. Sorry, the conference. Conference. I don't know if that's a word.
Council, the meeting.
Council. Sorry. Yes.
Summit is
Council. Yes. Whatever. As soon as we can. So I don't know. Are you traveling down by magic, or are you going on a cart?
I'll probably have to travel on, well, not on foot, but by road. But I can move quickly.
Okay, this is a geography question. We're like
Yes.
hundreds of miles away, right?
Pretty far. I can tell you approximately how long it would take him. Oh god, it would be a while. I just looked at the map. Okay, so I
mean,
would say it would take him
couldn't,
about.
like, someone use a teleportation circle to get him there.
Well, presumably you guys won't be here when he's going because you have to go to Crown Top to set the date, so you can't be here when he's leaving. It would take him about 12 days.
That's not that long.
Well, yeah, but it's 12 days traveling through, like, potentially demon-infested territory. We don't. Well,
yeah, but he has
he has
the magical power of off-screen.
That's true.
Right. Off-screen. Well, I will offer this, Bjorn or buddy or pal. If you wish, it'll need to be tomorrow. I can just take you to Crown Top. And your retinue.
I cannot just leave. I am the leader. I have to get things in order first. It's not gonna be. I can't just leave. I can't. He snaps fingers. I can't just leave.
How long will that take, and why have you not done it in the last 4 days?
Because I didn't know whether you'd come back.
Right. Okay.
What if you get your everything sorted out, appoint a regent or temporary jarl, I don't know, just for the 2 weeks it will take you to get down there, right? Once you've got everything squared away, you just start heading down there straight away, and we'll try and organize it for as soon as possible, and then you will already be there. I mean, they are expecting people to arrive at some point, and it has to be only one delegate from each zone.
Gives not. I can do that. I mean, I'll probably have to have someone with me, but I can get there easily enough. It just take me some time.
Mm-hmm. I think that's probably your best bet. Is just start heading down, and when we get back, we'll organize it and get everything sorted, and then you'll be there.
Gibson says that can be done, and if you need anything, there's rooms, and he gestures to like sort of the north bit of this map. If you want to sleep, obviously we've got food, but if you don't want that food, I mean, looks to you, Archon. We do have cutlery if you want it.
He said he didn't think we were coming back. I saw Archon's walked away and started ritual casting something. He's no longer entertaining the conversation with this idiot.
Yeah, I don't
Why?
really understand.
Because like we came here to ask him to invite him to a summit of world leaders.
No, what he means is
the thing he said he was going to do, and he spent 5 days sitting on his hands.
No, what he
I've
means.
got no time for that.
What he means is he didn't know if you guys were alive.
So he was prepared to not go to the Cabinet World.
I was literally saying that he was going to send out a search party.
So regardless of what I'm saying is, regardless of whether or not we survive, that's not the bit that's confused me. It's we came to tell him there's going to be a meeting of the world leaders to discuss all the things, and then he's done zero with that information and like not prepared at all. Waited for us to come back. And made no effort to start getting ready for it for 4 or 5 days. So it's like okay, fine. And so I'm just gonna go and find out if the Silver Horizon
Silent Horizon.
Jesus Christ, that's really not sticking in my brain today. If the Silent Horizon are alive, well, I don't know. But yeah, so Artron's gonna go and sit in the corner and start ritual casting.
Okay. Is there anything the rest of you are doing while anything?
Do that, I'm gonna take out my mess kit and take some food because I'm guessing that the mess kit is like cutlery and
yeah.
He said that there is cutlery.
Yeah, he does have cutlery. They're not barbaric. They are just are kind of. But no, they've got like cutlery and plates and stuff. But yeah, you guys can eat your fill. And
Cass, do you want a hand to get to bed, or are you able to find it?
What?
Come on, I'm gonna help you to bed.
Okay.
I will
Well, that's
guide
completely
Cass
out of
to
it.
the bed. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can just plop yourself in any of those rooms up there.
hmm
What rooms?
At the top of this map.
Oh,
I think
There's
you
all
have
these
it
rooms.
covered.
Do I
Unless
have it
I'm
covered?
blind. Don't know.
Nope.
Wait,
That
am I
Cass
blind?
barely managed to stay awake during the way.
Oh, over there. Okay,
Yeah.
there we are. I thought it was this one.
No, that's like the kitchen. I mean, I
Yeah.
can. I don't know why. I just hit it because I don't know.
Stole. Yeah, I'll just put Cass in
What's
any
the
of the
guy's
beds.
name again?
Bjorn.
Bjorn. Robin will go up to Bjorn when
Mhm.
people are like heading off and doing whatever they're doing, and she's be like, "Hey, so I know I just sort of went with those guys because you sent me on a job, but I was wondering if it's cool because I wanted to go with them."
He gives like a stern look at you and like squints his eyes and looks a bit like he's assessing you, if that makes sense. And then he gives like a smirk and laughs heartily and says, "Yeah, okay. I got a lot of people.
And I didn't want you to feel like I was letting you down, or it's just like adventure, and you know, I'm kind of sick of snow, so just for a
Listen.
little bit.
I got the sense you wanted to go out, and that's why I sent you on that mission. And if you want to see more, go ahead."
Okay, cool, thank you.
You
Would
have
you mind
my
if I grab
blessing.
one of those salmon sticks on the way out? They're really good.
I'm not going to stop you. I offered food.
Yes, thank you.
When you say
Yes.
salmon stick, is it actually like what we call a crab stick, or is it like an actual salmon on a spit?
I imagine enough. I imagine like when I said it, I imagine like chunks of salmon that had been like glazed and like
Yeah, it's
turned
like
over on
it's
a
probably not just
stick.
salmon, but it's probably just like chunks of fish that are on like a stick
Like a
and
fish
like
kebab.
Because
Yeah, fish
I
kebab.
imagine a salmon. I imagine a salmon stick being this.
yeah,
I mean,
She
that's
just
probably
pulls one of those out.
that's probably where the chunks of meat come from.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
so
she's like, "Finally, try this. It's really good."
but yeah, so Sidon takes Cass to lie down.
And he'll probably find his own and lie down. I've got a level of exhaustion myself.
Robin's getting food.
In a different
Drac
room,
is.
I will make that perfectly clear.
Robin's getting food. Drac's getting food. So I will say, yeah, 10 minutes go by, Archer, you finish your ritual cast.
So I was going to reach out to Galilee.
Galilee.
Jesus.
You don't remember it anyway, so I don't know.
Yeah, I spell it wrong. Galilee. Jesus.
Galilee, James. You said
Galilee,
it
I
right
said it
the
right
first time.
Oh, yeah, maybe that myself. I'm gonna reach out. I see if it was. I can remember Juliet because that's like a name that I've used before. So I'm gonna reach out to the wizard and just be like, just check in that we're good, that you're okay. Well, it's not like sending it. Hello, Artron here.
Hi, Zuko here.
Hey everybody. It's 10 p.m.
Hi,
It's time
Dr.
for
Nick.
the top 40 wind down.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. So we need to say hello, just making sure you arrived. Well, actually, first of all, does it connect?
Yes.
Okay. Hello. Good to know it's connected.
Yeah, we're in Cephalon in the Dynasty.
In the dynasty.
Most of us.
Oh. Who got missing?
We're missing Kyrian.
That was the
Oh,
fighter
the guy
guy.
disappeared first. Oh no, Kieran's the other guy. Okay, never mind.
Kyrian's the fighter guy. with
Yeah.
the
Where
great
was
sword.
Tyrion from originally?
He was originally from Galador, like around, well, not around here specifically, but like in this section of the world that you guys are in.
Okay. Have you managed to contact Tyrion?
I don't have that ability. I mean, we can probably find a scroll.
Well, if you want, I can try to reach out to him,
I would.
make sure he's
I mean,
okay, and it would take about half an hour
that would
to
be.
find him and then come back to you. Sorry.
If you can, that'd be great. If not, we'll try and find and buy a scroll of sending or something. But if you can do that, I wouldn't say no.
Will only work if he's on this plane of existence. If he's, gone to the
so-
Feywild.
I certainly hope he's on this plane of existence.
Well, yes, but if he's gone, if he's behind, there are reasons it wouldn't work. But yes, we also got separated. Slab. The reason I may not sound panicky is our little goblin friend Slab managed to bamf into basically a family dinner from his family dinner.
Well, that's lucky.
Yeah, it's what I took from the brief conversation I had with him. Okay, well, glad to know you all got there safely. In Sephiron, was it?
Cephalon. It's the capital of the dynasty.
Cool.
Ceph is PH. Cephalon.
Yeah. I don't know if you are on the same wavelength. I've recommended to people that we don't go shouting about Ishna just yet.
No, I mean, I didn't plan on that.
No, good. And the other thing is, if you are in the dynasty, there is some people traveling from the dynasty to Crown Top for a summit where we're going to try to get all the leaders together to make sure that they're aware of potential issues. So, was his name Ruin? I believe Ruin.
Ruin, yeah.
Ruin. If you come across Ruin, I haven't met him personally. I know he's an associate of Sidon's. I'm not sure how close an associate. I know that Ruin kicked his ass. So, I mean, do with that information what you will. But we have invited them here, so
Great.
bully for them, I guess. Yes.
Yeah, the sense she was like great, and like it was like,
Yeah. I don't know. You don't know. I mean, maybe you could travel with them, or maybe you could avoid them like they've got something catching. It's completely up to you. So yes, okay. I'm going to try and get hold of Kyrian now. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, okay. My life as a telephone operator. Oh, another ritual.
Beep boop 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 boop.
Spending resources only time.
That's true.
Yeah. At the time, my most worthless resource.
Well, in D&D.
I mean, D&D, you can just do it like a pan, fucking swipe pan for it.
But yeah, well, because people are doing stuff that isn't like time sensitive, we'll say, Archon, your ritual for Kyrian finishes, and it does not go through.
Uh-oh.
Okay, not go through. Now, there's a couple of reasons this might not go through. It could be one, they're not here, or two, they don't accept it. It does specify willing creature.
He's just like, fuck you.
I'm not this fucking asshole, Jesus. Okay, I mean, I don't really care.
He fucking jabs me every chance he gets. Why would I accept his phone call?
Archon thinks for a minute. Should I just tell the Sylph? I can say it again. Should I just tell the Silent Horizon he's fine? So they don't look for him. Fuck, that guy's a dick. No, I should probably
be fair,
honest.
you're worse than he is. He's not done anything wrong.
He's just so impatient. Yeah, okay. So
we spent 10 minutes in one room.
Yeah,
3 times.
3 times. And the minute he wandered off is the minute that we start getting zapped away to fucking misery.
I'm sorry, I wanted to push the plot forward.
So Archon's
in a reasonable fucking time.
Yeah. Archon's then gonna start casting again. To
It's fine. Yeah, you
told me the name,
message. Go on.
Galilee.
Fuck you.
Galilee? Jesus.
Yes.
Galilee, right, okay. Galilee.
Yeah,
okay.
she picks up, and I assume you say, Kyrian did not answer the phone call. Either
Kyrian
he didn't want
answer,
to, or...
he probably didn't want to, but he also may not be able to, because he may be in another plane of existence there is a third option. I don't know how hard you want to tug at that particular string. Sending might be a better option. I could try sending him somewhere, but
we'll try and find a scroll. Thank you for trying.
Okay, no problem. Bye.
Bye. Beep.
Right.
But yeah, so the rest of the day continues, and it is about morning. You kind of appeared at about 8 a.m. So I will ask, I know some of you have exhaustion and were lying down. Are you guys taking, because obviously it's morning, but you guys haven't slept in an amount of time, so you can...
For us, it's not morning, it's
yeah,
the same day.
Yeah, you're jet lagged. So I will allow, if you want to take a long rest, you can, but I will have to ask that now just to make sure if people either do or don't want to.
I want to take a long rest.
I'm very up for a long rest.
Will we take things like levels of exhaustion if we don't?
You will eventually. Yeah.
I mean, to the end of the normal day.
I'll probably have you make one more save.
I think that it's best to take a long rest, because...
Take a long rest, wake up at 4, and then we get back on schedule around 7.
Yeah, because Cass and Sidon having exhaustion isn't great.
Is there anything to do in this Podunk Freezer Town?
I mean, you can... I mean, not much. You could look around if you wanted to. I don't have anything planned, just to tell you up front. But I mean, you might be able to find anything, but you're going to places that probably have more magical stuff if you want to buy stuff later.
It wasn't just that. It was... Where is it? I need rubies.
There's probably a better place to find that you will be going to, so I can let you know.
Okay. And there's nothing like uniquely... I'm loath to use the word interesting, unique about this town.
How dare you?
Well, no, I don't want to say
it's completely fine.
Yeah,
I mean, assumption, yes, there is. However, I've not planned anything. So
it's a Sunday. It's closed.
Yes, everything's everything's closed on the 23rd of Silver Star. You should know that.
Right. Okay. Okay. Artron is then going to start reading. Well, actually, I realised something this morning. There's no point me starting to read that scroll of intelligence improvement because my intelligence is 19, and if I increase it by 2...
Well, don't you... That was because you had the necklace taken from you, so presumably that's 20 again, right?
Yeah, but does that increase it over 20, the necklace?
No, but the scroll does.
No. What I'm saying is, the scroll will take my intelligence to over 20, but the most, and this is what I'm asking, most magical items increase your stats +1 up to 20. So if
I would allow them to stack if you manage to get both of them.
Okay.
Like, I'm not going to be stingy about that.
Okay, cool. Okay, Artron will spend the rest of the day, I think,
More people are asleep. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I've got I don't know, 1 level of exhaustion isn't that bad for me. And I've got most of my spell slots and stuff, so... Yeah.
The only thing I will say is that while you're sort of sitting there reading, Tanith will come up to you. And they'll just sort of sit down next to you. And just say, I wanted to thank you for, well, I guess all of you, but most people are asleep, to thank you for getting me out of that place, and getting me to a place that, isn't, well, it's cold, but not always foggy, I guess. It's been...
it's not a massive difference, to be honest.
There's more people and food, so that's good.
Oh, yes, yeah, and
one food.
Presumably less torture.
Yes. That, certainly.
I haven't seen any yet. But the moment Sidon starts singing, oh, buddy boy. No, so I meant to ask, I am... Oh, actually, no, Outron will need long rest, so I can change the spells.
It's fine, this can be at the beginning.
Yeah. So, yes, you mentioned about going to the Fang of New Beginnings. I think as a collective, that's kind of where we want to go. A little bit of a change of scenery, some warmth.
Aye, it'll be a lot warmer than this.
Do you mind if we go via somewhere else first?
I don't mind.
Okay, wonderful. So I think the plan is we're going to go. This isn't our home. We're going to go to our home. Strong word. We've only been there for about a week. We have a shared accommodation. We're going to go there.
It's like a unit accommodation.
Well, it's very hard to call it home. It's like it's definitely accommodation, but yeah, it's got our name on it. We've
Called
left
Bastion.
ticking over. It's a strange word to use in conversation though. So we're going to go there, and then we're going to go to the Fangs. I don't anticipate we're going to be there very long, but I will need a way to get to the Fangs. If you're able, I know you have your book. By the way, if you want me to put my name in it, I'm sure everyone else will be very happy to. And now we've seen this in action. I don't think I did at the time, but I can do now if you wish me to.
Hold on, let me just look at that ability quickly, because it might be a specific number, and they wouldn't want to like overdo it because they have Drax's name.
Okay.
Oh, small question.
It? Yeah.
Does this count as a new dawn for my primordial crystal?
Yeah, it would, I guess.
Okay.
God, where is it? Fast scribe. Up to 4 names. So I think they'll say, no, I've got Drax's name, so I'll just like that for now, if that's okay.
Of course. Yeah.
But yeah, so I do have to, not warn you, I do have to give a little bit of a spiel about this. So the Fang is very private in its... Well, population doesn't like, getting involved with other things. And, well, they're a bit iffy about outsiders. So, I do have a teleportation circle that can be used to get there. I don't have the spell, but I do have the circle written down. However, I just have to ask you that you don't show it to anyone else.
I don't even know if I can, but I will. Yes, I can assure you that that's never come up, and the only times, in fact, it's only ever been me asking to go places. So rest assured, the moment anyone asks me, "Can I get to the Fangs?" I'll be like, "No, buddy, you need to speak to Tanith."
Well, there's other people, but okay, thank you. And you see, they'll get out their book. And flip to a page, and it has a teleportation circle that you can copy down.
Okay. I don't actually. Oh, notice this. I don't have a list. I've been doing it on the map, so
that's fine.
Which I do. Okay. Well, it'll be tomorrow. What I'll do is I'll give 4 hours on my book. Sorry, on my scrolls, and then I'll go to sleep, and then I'll change my spells. Then. Wait, hang on a minute. When Slab arrived, he was having dinner, wasn't he? He said dinner.
The breakfast.
Breakfast, okay.
I might have said wrong, but I know I might have said wrong, but I did remember last session I said breakfast.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna prove myself right.
He had
you see yeah, here we go. 3 goblins, your family are huddled eating a simple breakfast.
Okay.
Fuck you.
I didn't pick on that. Okay, that's fine. So subsequently I said dinner, I think. Never mind. Okay, so I get the teleportation circle. So where did you get the book from? If I may be a nosy bugger.
I've had the book for a while. When I same time this happened, gestures to their snake hair.
So that's not a natural thing.
No, it's not. In the Fang, when you have a mission or you've done a great service to Alboros, they sometimes imbue you with more power directed to them. So it's like a boon.
And the hair is a boon?
Yeah.
I'm not wanting to sound.
No, I get it's not for everyone.
I just wonder what makes it a boon. I think that's probably what I was trying to say.
Well, more eyes is always more useful.
So you can see through the snake's eyes?
Well, I have a connection with them, and they can tell me if anything sneaking up behind me.
Okay.
And I'm not like a Medusa, but they can turn people to stone if I really don't like them.
Okay. And could you? So, is it like you sharing their senses, or is it like I don't know if they have names. Let's say this fine snake sees something over there, and it's like, "Hey, watch out!"
It's like a psychic connection closest to. They can help me, do stuff, and they're useful if I
So if you
need them.
say if your eyes were covered like with a blindfold, something like that, could you? Because with Porridge, my bird, and my floating book ghost, I can see through their eyes if I want to.
Oh, I actually don't know. Let me look. I think I still have to be able to see, but it would give me a little bit more of an idea. If I couldn't see, I think they would help me a bit more than if I didn't have them.
Okay. No, the reason I ask, and if it doesn't look like this is quite the case, which may be a mixed blessing because you're not constantly overwhelmed by sensations from all around. You're not trying to process 360 imagery kind of thing. The reason I asked was that in theory, if you could share all their senses, you could in fact eat 32 different flavors of ice cream at the same time.
Yep.
Just something to think about. So, okay, the Fangs not super welcoming to outsiders, you say. Do we need to bring anything like not a gift, like a
Like an
sign
offering?
of passage, or an offering, a sign of passage, a fealty, perhaps?
I mean, I think as long as you're with me, you should be all right. I mean, people there like gifts, so I mean, it shouldn't hurt. But I think you'll be all right as long as I'm with you.
Okay. And is there any social faux pas, even maybe super obvious to you, that we definitely need to avoid?
I mean, don't go around disrespecting Alboros. That's like their place. So, like,
Alboros has been strange. Well, not a god that. Well, not really affinity with any of them, but Alboros has been very directive. I think that's quite the word, but has been able to give us direction on what we're doing because we heard a prophecy from Alboros.
yes, I am. I was there when you told it to the Silent Horizon.
Yes,
Yeah.
So I don't think this disrespect is on the cards, but
That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, so no disrespect to Alboros. We bring maybe some small gifts. Think gold. I'm thinking gold jewelry, things like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if you have any. No, I said.
I mean, kind of just anything. I think they'll just appreciate it if you do something. Yeah.
And I know this information may be old, but what are the political powers in the Fangs? Is there a is there a leader or
so
presidente?
The leader is Naoka. She is like the speaker of the village.
So Nyoka.
Nyoka. Nyoka.
Nyoka. Speaker of the village.
Nyoka. Sorry, it's difficult to say in this accent. They're like the speaker of the village. I assume that when we go there, she'll want to speak to me and probably speak to all of you as well.
Okay, wonderful. And I had a friend who came. I'm just going to remind myself of the lecturer's name.
His name was. His name was Kareem.
Kareem. Okay. Presumably, she knows Kareem. Naoka.
They. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Who may know Kareem? Presumably,
I'll say
Tanith
Tanith does not.
may know
Not been there in another.
but you've spoken to Naoka via your book, is that correct?
Yeah,
Or-
I sent
Okay,
I
wonderful,
sent her a
excellent.
message. She knows we're hopefully in pursuit, but I guess that was I don't know when that was. I don't know whether that was days ago or not.
Would you be able to find out?
I can.
That would be very not useful, interesting. You don't have to. If you're able to, that'd be
No,
wonderful.
that's fine.
No, I do need to go and change my spells and rest a little bit. But I suggest you do the same. I don't think there'll be any great rush, but should.
I'm good.
I think if all goes well, we should be in the Fangs in 2 or 3 days' time.
They give enough.
Yeah, wonderful.
That's fine.
Excellent. Right, I'm going to go and sleep.
Cool. Yeah, Tanith will write in their book. They have the thing of the moon, I can't remember what it's called, where they can just spend time reading their book and not have to sleep.
Is that the Warlock?
The Warlock one, yeah. So they're fine. But yeah, so unless there's anything you guys want to do in the time, pausing to see if anyone wants to do anything in the time.
No,
Cool.
fine.
You guys can spend 8-9 hours probably taking a long rest, so you can recover for those who have 1 point of exhaustion, and obviously those of you can change your spells, and yeah, so about 8 hours goes by. So if we'll say it's about 4, we'll say 5 because somebody probably slept in. Yeah, it's about 5 by the time you're all up and about. It's later in the evening. It's definitely dark at this point. Bjorn has been.
I just confirm something on long rest? Because
You
I don't know if I'm doing this wrong or if I'm missing something. So when you long rest, do you recover all hit die or not?
I have been saying yes. I think there's some rule that says half.
Yeah, it's a weird thing about half, but it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm not.
okay,
I'm not first.
I just wanted to check that because this is the first time I've ever read the recover on long rest, and it says up to 5 hit die, and I've been very curious as to why sometimes when I long rest and then I look at my short rest hit die, half of them are taken up.
Interesting.
That would be the reason why.
Yeah. I know it's.
Okay.
I don't know if whether it's the actual rule. I guess by what you said, I guess it kind of is. But I'm just gonna say it's full because I've been doing full the whole campaign.
Okay. Thank you very much.
That's fine. But yeah, you can see sort of as you guys are getting up, Talith was just sitting in that room just while you guys were asleep. Bjorn has been talking to people and is like looks as if he is getting ready. Probably won't be ready by today, but will probably be ready by like the morning. To start going. But yeah, so you all get up and reconvene in the main room. And what is the plan?
Okay, so what's the plan?
That's what I just asked.
Well, we're going to go to the Bastion, collect our things, and then go to the Fangs.
And how long do you reckon we'll spend in the Fang?
If you're asking me, I don't know.
No, we don't have to come. I was going to just visit, see. It's nice.
I mean, it is nice. It's you might enjoy it. You'll have to.
I was thinking maybe
it's
interesting for
cold
Layla
as
and.
Not okay.
Sorry, Jack. What did you say?
Yeah, this cold. I'm sick of it. So
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice and
would be
it's temperate. It's nice. I think be a nice change of pace for everyone.
I think as well it'd be interesting to take Layla and Mel there, just because of the whole relation to Arboris and their past travelling roundness. Perhaps there's some interesting.
Their past roundness.
Yeah, their past roundness. To see if if anything comes from that. But yeah, I don't necessarily think we would have to be there a long time. A day or two, perhaps. I know. I don't know. In fact,
we can
really,
figure it out. We don't have to tame it. It just
Well,
you know.
so the reason I'm asking is because I'm kind of worried. I know we have to get in touch with people to start making their way to Crown Top, but my worry is with Alex and Kaylin. They were kind of helping us get a meeting and securing that sort of position to allow us to do this. And I hope we don't miss our chance, that was all. So I wasn't sure if we were going to Crown Top to organize and set it up now.
Well, it'll take Bjorn 12 days to travel down. Presumably Ruan is not there yet. Well, I don't know, actually. We've lost time there. I've not met Ruan, so I can't contact them, I'm afraid. I could write a scroll. It would take me a little bit longer than I initially quoted. But I could do it for you.
No, it's fine. He messaged me in my head. Didn't know he had that power. But yeah.
There are many things you do not know, Simon.
He already dropped me a message, said that he'll make his way down. He's gonna charter a boat. He just wanted to make sure that he wasn't gonna get arrested immediately.
That would be quite funny.
Hey guys, I'm here. What the fuck?
I basically assured him that they're expecting at least one person from the dynasty. So, and I mean that was about like 4 days ago.
That's when you guys were in
the Feywild.
The Feywild. I think it was when you guys were on the boat. I can tell you when that was.
Yeah.
I think it was
So
the
that was like
18th or 19th.
That was like at least 2 days before we came here.
I can tell you. Hold on, I have the day written down.
I mean, we have been gone for 4 days, so
Yeah. So at minimum, it's at least 6. It's got to be between 6 to 8 days. It's been 6 to 8 days, so I don't know how long it will take to charter a boat across.
Was the Malik fight? Sorry, I'm trying to find it in my notes. Here it is.
we just get the crown up and he's in prison.
It was on the 16th he messaged you, which was when you guys were on the boat going to Malik. So it's currently the 20. It's still the 23rd because it's still like it's 5. So like 7 days.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
So I mean, if he's in prison, I'll just break him out.
Or just talk to the people and say he was wrongly imprisoned. He wasn't doing anything wrong. That's also an option because it's the truth.
Yeah, but that's not fun, is it, God?
God. Well, I assume then you guys are teleporting to the Bastion.
Yes.
Yeah, you gather yourselves and Archeron. Where's the Bastion map? It's somewhere.
See you soon, Bjorn.
See you soon.
Oh, I'm taking some food on the trip.
Fuck's sake.
It's
7.
He said at 7
it's
PM.
5 o'clock. But yeah, so Archeron, you spend 10 minutes and you complete the teleportation circle to get to the Bastion. I need to roll. Oh god, I have to look up. I have to go to the Bastion in my notes. Hold on. There it is. Just gonna check one thing. One moment, please. Right, why am I blind? Okay, yeah. Just gonna roll a d4. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you teleport in and can see, for most of you anyway, the familiar Bastion in Pharos. It's still a bit cold because it is winter, but it's nowhere near as cold as it was. And the fire is on And yeah. Let me place. You guys appear in the middle, and you see immediately as you come in, you see Mel, who was just sitting on a table, not on the table, sitting on a chair at a table. She is. What do I have her written down as doing? She is
Eating.
currently. She probably is eating something, but you can see she's got on the table, sort of next to her, is what appears to be like knitting or weaving equipment that she's clearly been trying her hand at. And you also see Daisy, your pledge mage, who is currently, as well as on the D4 to see whether she was here or not. But oh god, I have not done Mel's voice in a long time.
It feels so good being home.
You see, as you teleport in, Mel's like, "Oh, you're back." She very quickly moves the stuff she was knitting and hides it behind her, puts under her like shirt.
Robin's in awe. She's just walking around like, whoa!
So much stuff.
It's so warm in here.
It is nice and toasty in
Yeah,
here.
thank God. I don't want to see snow for at least 2 months now. Jesus Christ, that was cold.
You know we're gonna have to see snow within those 2 months, right?
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to think about it.
But yeah, you see Mel sort of goes around the table and gives everyone that she knows a hug. She...
Robin would go for one anyway. Really.
Oh,
Hi.
hi, I'm Mel.
I'm Robin.
She gives Robin like a confused hug.
Yeah.
Oh.
she's like hugging her and pointing behind her like, who the fuck is
No,
this?
Yeah.
Mel is canonically very into hugs first thing. That was
Is she?
the first thing. Yeah, like when we first met. Like in the thing, that's why Archon was so weird with us. Like, what? This is not how we do with other people on their first time meeting.
Yeah, Maeve was also like,
Mel,
Yeah.
quick update.
Mhm.
Slab ended up somehow at his family home in Aramore, and Maeve is in her family home in the Feywild.
Yeah. We didn't get it. We didn't see Maeve, but we saw Gethin briefly. He came round to get the horse.
Ah,
Oh, yeah, right.
wait, Geffin left the Feywild to pick up a horse?
Well, like
Yes, he said he would.
Yeah, he.
I
Sort of like-
mean, I understand that, but like,
Well,
I
like,
get making up for lost time,
He,
but
ma-
like,
he made the
tried
portal.
too hard.
He made the portal, and then he sort of came through and said, well, to be fair, I hadn't met him before that, but he said, "Hi, I'm Maeve's dad." And I was like, "Oh, I thought I already met Maeve's dad," but no, he was tall, and he said, "I'm here for the horse," and I was like, I mean, I wasn't gonna fight him. I was a bit confused, but then I saw Maeve and Nix poke their head out, and they were like, "Yeah, don't worry, he's fine," and then got the horse. And
Just the
left.
head poking out of the portal.
Well, yeah, they just sort of poked their head around the wall. I don't know. But yeah, that was a few days ago. You guys all right? You're covered in snow.
Yeah.
yeah, we were in 2 places that were very cold for about 2 weeks.
Actually, 3 places that were very cold.
Sure.
Cool. Do you need anything?
Wait, question: how long
yeah.
ago was it when Geffin came to pick up the horse?
Oh, fucking hell. It was. God, now you're gonna have to make me figure this out.
Well, I want to see if it's the same 4 days we've been missing, or if it's longer, or if
It
it's shorter.
was. Yeah, I'm trying to find it. So you guys, then you guys had that. That was on the. So it would have been. God, like 6 days ago.
Ah, okay.
Oh, and Tanith would say, because I that James asked me to figure this out. Talent would say, "Oh," and I messaged Nyoka, and the message was 3-4 days ago. So I think the time dilated when we went through the portal.
You messaged who?
Nyoka, the speaker of the Fang, like the leader of the place I'm from.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is she like you?
Oh, sorry, so I
with
missed that. Was
the,
it 6 days? Sorry.
4.
4?
4 days.
And so Talent says, so I think the time dilated when we went through the portal at the end.
And Tanef, is this Nyoka a person like you with snaky hair, or?
No, she doesn't have snaky hair. She has a pet snake. She looks a bit kind of like me. Not really.
What, the snake or Nyoka?
Or both?
Nyoka looks like kind of like me. I mean, snaky features. But doesn't have the snake hair. No. The snake's called Albie. Yeah,
Alright.
What did you say, the snake?
it's called Albie.
Fuck yeah, that's cool.
And is this Nyoka strong?
Please don't ask the fighter.
Silent no. Yes, no.
What? It's like a snake person.
Yes, no.
Well,
Don't challenge her. Or,
please
Um,
don't. When
Why
you
would
see
she
her.
kill me?
I don't know that I answer her because if I say
just
yes,
think
then you're
it's
gonna
very
want to.
rude.
But if I say no, then you're.
Mm.
I mean, she would probably just not want to fight because it's beneath her.
Okay.
yeah, there we see problem solved. She's not gonna fight you.
Yeah, she won't fight you. And that's not a challenge to try. She's not gonna fight you. But you, as you're all standing around, talking and catching up, you see from the main door, Riven and Layla walk through. You see, it's clear they've been training. And Layla comes up and says, "Oh, you're back.
Hi guys.
I'm surprised there's okay." Like, does a head count? Did everything go well where you were going? It's been a bit of time, like 10 days or something.
Yeah, I
think we
so.
ended on a positive note. Yeah.
Slab
Good.
disappeared.
Good. Oh, is he fine?
Yeah,
I
he's
think
at
so.
home. It's totally
Okay.
fine.
Well, you hope so, but the last time we saw the map, Aramor was coated in snow, so hopefully he's alright.
Well, I
he
mean-
said he's alright. Or Archer and said that he's
Yeah, I'm worried that maybe the Knights of Periphalon or some bullshit will come barreling through there. I'm hoping his off-screaming ability saves his life.
But yeah, so Layla sort of sits down, and yeah, what do you guys want to do around the Bastion? Is there anything in particular you want to do?
I want to do one thing,
oh.
but I can wait if someone
Okay.
wants to go first.
I just want to see if the Morning Steel half plate is ready.
I
That
will.
was with Gethin, wasn't it?
That was with Gethin, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
How long has it been? It's been, what I say, 6 days before. I will say
Yeah.
it will be ready tomorrow because I had planned for it to be a week. So it'll be ready tomorrow, and I will Gethin, or it'll be delivered by Shade Mail.
Can maybe not drop it off and just say, "Hey guys, just dropping this off. Gotta go."
We will, like,
no.
Turn on the lights one day and it just be there.
Yeah, probably. That's probably what's gonna happen.
It's outside the door in the package.
Yeah, you just hear a knock, and then you go to the door, and it's just a full set of armor, but no
It's just
other
this
person.
one tiny little knock, and then a letter comes through the door.
Yeah.
Sorry, we missed you.
Yeah. God,
And
somehow
it
the
will say
armor
like a
gets
small post-it card that says "Enjoy" with the sad face.
somehow the armor gets put through the letterbox or gets put through the thing. Yeah, but that'll be ready for you tomorrow. And I will send it to you when you get it.
Okay.
Anything else from people?
Rack had something.
What?
Yeah. I want to try to start train with what's her name, Riven, right?
Riven is their name, yeah.
Yeah. To like
God, let me look at my bastion notes.
get better at slashing weapon instead of piercing weapons.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone
that'll
gets that, don't they?
Well, technically, you'd have to spend the time to train.
Oh, we have to do the whole
Right.
week, don't we? And then we get it for a week.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, in this case, I would say you just because I assume you mean the weapon techniques were.
Yeah.
So, like in that case, if you do finish it, I will just say you can swap it. You don't get it for like a week and then have to change back. That doesn't make sense in this case. But yeah, we'll say you can start that. That works for me.
I'll watch.
Cool.
That was
Artron?
Yeah, I was just looking for this fella's name and I can't find it. The weird goblin, the Dragonborn dude.
Even if you got it, you wouldn't remember it. His name's Hank.
Hank, yeah, that was it. Gonna ask Hank for the information regarding celestial castles in the sky and what could destabilize
his
them.
voice? I believe I just gave him a voice like this, so I will go with it because I'm not going to look it up.
I think it was more like this, actually.
I don't think it was. I think you're
I'm
trying to make
pretty
fun of
sure
me.
it was.
Okay, sure, buddy.
That's just your gnome voice.
That is my gnome or goblin voice, yeah. Where is that? In my notes. There it is. Yeah, so your specific thing was like you were trying to gather information about the abyssal portal.
No, it was the celestial prison.
Yeah, I've nicknamed it abyssal portal is what I've been calling it on my notes and what I've called it I think every time. And as such, as the Bastion will say, you get 3 accurate bits of information about the thing you're looking up. So I will say it and then I'll send it. First bit. The portal was originally formed by Solista, Ophina, and Morales to act as an anchor to trap demons within their own realm. That is the first bit.
Didn't we already know that though?
Yes, yeah, but
That
he
bit
didn't know
we
what
knew,
he
yeah.
didn't know what you know, and I'm not going to just
Okay.
give you. I'm giving you what could be learned. Second bit is the portal was originally made after the death of Noctura / Grey, as you knew them, and kept within Celestium with heavy guard.
Oh.
The third bit was to dislodge the portal and transfer it between realms. A surge of power within Celestium could have ripped it away, but it would have required immense power in a similar form to that it was made from. So it would have.
The death of a god.
Well, it was made after that. It was made by Solista, Ophina, Morales, so it would have to
Oh,
be
right, into 3 gods working together.
like a sufficient amount of power in a similar, maybe makeup or sense.
Does it have to be a similar power as in those god abilities, or does it have to be sufficient power but different gods? So, for example, what if, say, even though they're not at that level, but there is more of them, say if the demon lords just sort of came together for one fell swoop?
You get the sense in this case it would have to be of a celestial power. It doesn't have to be specifically gods or like those godly powers, but it has to be of a sufficient celestial power to do so.
Would the timing for this, it falling, would it have tied into when Totally Not Lucifer was in the church?
It would have been. similar. I don't think it would have been the exact day, but it would have been around the same time. Within,
what was his name again?
His name was Astrael.
Astrael, the Morning Star.
Yeah, Astrael, the Morning Star. About the same time. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it could have been like a couple of days after when we banished him.
So with the I'm gonna say to Hank, thank you, Hank.
What do you say? I did my best.
Okay, so I have another job for you.
Mm-hmm.
And before you run away, after I've given you the task, I'll give you all the information we currently know, so we get 3 new pieces of information. So we have Slab getting us some information.
Let me write this down, actually. Go for it.
On on some items from Ishnir, the cloak and the ring. We have Slab beavering away on the ring. So ideally, since we can have 3 accurate pieces of information, can I get the longitude, latitude, and
no.
you
have to give me a item or a they can't just be like, give me the exact details for this.
Yeah. So we have. Does it have to be? Can it be one question, or can I ask for 3 different things?
I think it has to be on one topic. I will double check for you.
Okay, let me think about that.
I believe it's one topic.
Let me think about it.
I'll read it out to you. You commission the facility's hireling to research a topic of your choice. The topic could be a legend. Topic can be a legend, any kind of creature, or a famous object. We could be a bit loose with that. But the topic does not need to be directly related to items on display in the room, as trophies provide clues to research a wide variety of subjects. The work takes 7 days. When the research concludes, the hireling obtains 3 accurate pieces of information about the topic that were,
Okay.
And share this knowledge to you. Cool.
So as we established then, when we went to Crown Top for the first time, we were aware of the royal setup. We knew the king's name and rough political structure. We know roughly the reason for the war, and we know the kind of main players from Crown Top who are involved.
Yes.
I want Hank to investigate more specifically, looking for 3 things about the king that we could use to leverage him to get him to do what we want. Ideally, blackmailable information. Check his hard drive.
Very rogue-esque. Love it.
No, it's not rogue-esque. It's not rogue-esque. I'm not asking you to steal anything. I just want him to do what I say.
I'm not. You're not paying me enough for me to steal anything.
Yeah, I just want the information. I want it to be accurate, which we know it to be, but very importantly, provable.
Okay. So I'm trying that out. Cool. I will do my best.
Thank you.
There's something I want to do.
Yes.
Does Ortron still have that sword? The scimitar?
I think so.
I believe Artron will be the one that has it. Yeah. Artron has
no, I don't
one
think I do
them.
actually. I think I put it in.
Artron has one of them. Drac has the other.
Yes, I have Virtue, the axe.
Yes.
Yeah, the axe in the bag of holding.
The axe in the bag. I think you would have Sin then, because I don't think you wanted to put them together for some reason.
No, I'm initially against putting them together. And I can be convinced, but I don't think it's a stellar move right now.
I want to see what
May I ask why? Just out of game? Just because I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the... I have not bad vibes, but I just don't... I don't think it's the best thing for us to do in the immediacy, because if we are going to put them together, I kind of think it should be done in a way that is like a surprise to not just to us but to everybody. Cause I don't know, and Artron doesn't know that if we have the ability to learn this information about people, then people have the ability to learn this information about us. And if we have not combined these items, then what they do together is still a mystery. So it's an unknown in our favor. Does that make sense?
Okay.
But I'm too curious, Archeron.
If you really want it, then fine. But I just okay.
What if I keep it a secret from you guys?
If you want it, Titan, here.
Yeah. I go outside to where Drac is training. Drac, I've got a rifle for your bag of holding while you're training.
Sorry, what?
I just need something out your bag of holding.
You need what exactly?
The axe.
Oh yeah, sure, fine. I don't really see why. Because I don't really, I don't know that you can pair them together. Like, do we have that information?
I think I've given you that information.
That'd be specifically why I didn't want them on the same plane together as well.
Yeah, religion check was made, I think, by Cass when you found the scimitar, which would have told you that it has a counterpart.
We knew it glowed as well when it was close
It glued.
To its counterpart. It glued.
Oh yeah, right. Now I remember. It all comes back to me.
So
I mean,
I have.
if you're gonna put them together, I want to be there because that sounds cool.
Yeah. Archeron wants to keep it a secret, so we don't tell him.
He wants to keep what the secret?
What happens when we bring the two together?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
With their powers combined.
Yeah.
Ho! You smack them together. Let's see what happens.
There is a resounding clink as two bits of metal hit each other.
Nothing happens.
But you can see in proximity. So I've mentioned for both of them, there's like gems on them. On the scimitar, Sin, it's like red gems, and on Virtue, it's like sort of teal and cyan and green gems. And as they are like to get like near each other, like in the same, like held by the same person, you can see that those gems are glowing, and you can feel that that power that is between them and not currently running through you, but if you were to spend an hour, could be.
Hint, hint.
Surprisingly underwhelming. I'm going to sit for an hour.
Okay.
I have to attune from something to do this. I'll take my power.
If you would like,
wait,
I'll
I have to
say
attune from two things.
No, it is only one. If you would like, what I'll say is I'll allow you to spend an hour not attuning to it, but like focusing on it, and I'll give you what it does.
Okay.
Like spending an hour attuning your spirit to it to understand more about it. Unless you just want to.
I'll attune to it first. I will attune to it. If it's useful, I'll keep it attuned. If not, I'll
that's fine.
Bang it off to someone else.
Okay.
You can have it. I don't want it. It sucks.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
But yeah, so you spend an hour, and as you are attuned to it, you feel that sort of energy forming through you. Let me just. Okay, no, this doesn't have that. Cool. You feel it sort of form through you. You feel. Actually, kind of makes sense. This kind of makes sense because you feel that. Oh, I should change the music. I was just like sitting here and I realized it's still the snowy one. You feel that. It's fine. You feel that tenseness, that mixture of the darkness from Sin and the light and virtue from the hand axe. And after you finish the attunement, you know this, and I will just send it to you. and you can have any reaction you like.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I'm just gonna mute while I read this.
But yeah, while Sign is doing that, is there anything you guys are doing over the next hour or so while Sidon is attuning to that?
I wanted to go to the.
Continue sleeping.
You can. You technically can't long rest chain, so you will have to be up for an amount of time.
Really sleeping in.
Just like you're just like eating, you're just chilling. Yeah.
Yeah, try to, because I'm still exhausted. So
Yes,
try to recover a little bit of energy.
Cool. Go for it, James.
I was gonna go to the workshop.
Yeah.
Again, I can't remember this person's name for love and the money.
Thalia.
Thalia. Hello, Thalia.
I don't remember what voice they gave this person. Someday. Hi.
Hi. Boots of the Winterland. I have some. I was wondering if there's anything that could be done with them because they are.
Before. Sorry. You see. I think I've honestly not looked at this character since the moment. Yes, yeah. See, she goes under she pulls out like a drawer, and grabs an item and hands it to you, and you recognize it to be the dagger you commissioned her to make.
Oh, this is for
it was for Cassian.
What an amazing waste of your time. I'm so sorry. They've sworn off. Right. Okay, I'll see if maybe can it. I'll tell you what. This would be a good gift for where we're going. So I'll pocket that for now. Thank you very much. This is good workmanship. Thank you.
Yeah, it is. It is very well made, and it's to your specifications.
Excellent. So, yes. So hopefully this one won't be. Unless I perish on the journey, won't be immediately given away. My boots of the Winterland. I was wondering if there's anything you could do with them.
Well, it depends. What do you want me to do with them?
Well, ideally, improve them or make them. I don't want to say worth my time, but they are currently, they're useful. But they could be either more useful and do more things, or they could be as useful as they are, but not sit on my attunement slots.
Okay, well, I will tell you, out of character, no matter what, it will be attunement, but she can probably make it better in some way. I don't know what, but I can come up with one.
Yes, if they have to be attunement, then how long will it take you to do whatever it is you've got planned?
Well, okay. Do you, James, have any idea what sort of thing you'd want? Because then I can give you a rough time frame.
Ideally, for them not to be attunement, but since that's not on the menu, no, not at the moment. I mean, okay. Of course, like invulnerability to all damage and increasing my intelligence to 30 would be mint, but presumably that's off the table. So, I don't know. I'm trying to think of stuff that flavors with boots. Increased walking speed doesn't really give me anything. Flight is redundant now. I don't know. I have to think about it.
That's fine. If you need to think about it, that's fine. Thought I will say, well, keep the boots for now.
We're leaving tomorrow, you see.
Oh. I'm going to say this without giving something away. God tells you, keep the boots for now. There might be someone else who can help you with them.
Okay. Very well.
You see her eyes gloss over, and she's like, "Keep the boots for now."
Okay. I do want to have you do something though. So how does she work again? I can't remember. She can either amend or create, right?
So I've sort of changed it a little bit from how it works in the thing. Hold on, let me just look quickly. I mean, I will just send this. Because I sent that crafting magical item stuff a while ago. I'll just resend it here. Basically, she can, with some money and some time, make stuff. Basically, like, depending on the rarity, will depend on how long it takes and the cost of it. Because you have it in the Bastion, it will cost slightly less than normal. But, yeah.
And we have to leave the item she's amending here with her.
If she is trying to upgrade something, then she'll need it.
You have to come back to me, I'm afraid.
That's fine.
Yeah, let me have a think.
Sutton, how do those weapons sound?
They sound cool. They do sound really cool. Though I do have a question because I'm a little confused with how the properties thing works.
Yes, it is a bit of a confusing one.
So the properties are light thrown. You expect that with 2 one-handed weapons.
Yeah.
Right. But then they also have versatile two-handed and finesse.
So basically, it's a bit weird because I had to merge 2 weapons into one item. Okay. Basically, it's got two-handed. There is, I think it's a D6 and a D8, if I'm not mistaken.
For me, it doesn't matter. They're both D8s because it goes off.
Okay, that's a bit more confusing for me to figure out then. So basically, I believe it's a D6 D8 naturally because a hand axe is a D6 and a scimitar is a D8. Yeah. So the D6 is the hand axe, and the hand axe can be thrown, which is why it has the thrown property and the versatile property. The two-handed is because I had to make it be a D6 and a D8. The D8 is the scimitar that is slashing and stuff. So it is obviously confusing because it's 2 weapons in one item, but I found it really satisfying once I made it work.
Okay, so okay, I wanted to make sure that was kind of how I was envisioning it. Now my next question is, because there is 2 weapons. Yeah. Can I still unarmed strike? I know rules is written. I need a free hand to unarmed strike.
No, you don't. You can kick.
That's what I mean. I can kick.
Well, yeah. I'm not going to stop you from unarmed striking.
And could I be like free object interaction, pop them away, and pop a guy in the nose?
I mean, you can toss one of them to the other hand and punch the guy with the free hand. I'm not going to flavor.
All right, yeah, cool. I kind of like them, and I feel strangely enough it kind of fits.
Yeah, that's why when you said it, I was like, that kind of works. Yeah. But no, it's a cool one. Obviously, at the end of a short long rest, you can pick that resistance. You don't get the beneficial property because you don't follow that gold. Yeah, but yeah.
Oh. No,
it is a cool weapon. It is the first actual godly weapon you guys have. Because the other ones have been demi-godly.
Yeah.
Or
evil
oddly.
Yeah. If I'm taking this weapon, what I will do then is I'll find Cass. I don't know if clerics can use spears, but
I believe they can.
I can use simple weapons.
I think a spear is a simple weapon.
It's either a simple or martial.
Are you calling spears basic bitches?
Yes. It is just a blade on the end of a pointy stick. The end of a stick.
Yeah, but it is blessed by a goddess.
Doesn't make it Doesn't change what it looks like.
It's still a blade on
To be
the
fair,
spear.
if you're not,
It is
I
simple,
will
it
allow.
is simple.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was, but if you weren't, I would have given you the proficiency.
So I will go up to Cass, and I'll just say, Cass. So something has happened. Took me about an hour.
You're
I
scaring
think
me.
I'm going to change my weapons. So I won't be using the spear as much. I mean, I rarely use it anyway. I'm sorry, Solista, but
Fuck you.
I think if there's anyone who should have the spear, it should be her champion.
Cass is like basically bouncing in place, already doing like grabby hands towards the spear.
So yeah, I will offer the spear. Does Solista let the spear leave my grip? I
Yeah.
assume so.
Also,
No.
I've tried to get this across. It's Neve's spear.
It is Neve's spear, but I mean, she left it behind.
Well, no. It's a bit more nuanced than that. You were there.
I was there, but yeah. But still,
Is it Spear of the Rising Sun?
It
it
is.
is.
There are 3 copies.
Are there? There should only. I assume it's because people have added the item. I think they should all be the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Every time you hand one over, I always add it because I always think I need to add it.
No, it just makes a duplicate.
Yeah.
It's fine. I think they're all
Okay.
the same.
So I will remove the spear. The reason I've done that is because I really like the power gauntlet. It's so
I mean-
funny. I'm gonna be honest. I think the rarity on that power gauntlet is too low.
What is that?
It's only a green.
Oh, maybe it probably should be. I don't care.
So I'll
What I will ask though is, while that's happening, how is Robin reacting, and what is she doing in this new place with a bunch of new people?
I imagine that she, as soon as she came in and after Mel had introduced herself, I imagine she just like curled up in front of the fire, like, warm, and is probably lying on the bear rug, like sunbathed position, like hands behind her head, just looking upside down at this whole house, being like, "Wow, this place is
Cool.
Hey Robin, do you want curry?
Oh no.
Yeah.
do I?
Oh, no.
Just another quick question. Do
Okay,
I pick a
here you go.
resistance on attunement, or is it only on the short or long rest?
I don't think it matters. So just pick one now.
Okay, cool.
Do I have to make a con save for the curry?
Cass,
Yes.
is it your spicy curry bonanza?
It's always the mild version, but apparently, Cat's stone for everyone here. So I
But yes,
guess it's spicy.
can you make me a con save? I'll say the DC's 12.
Curry constitution.
21. Yeah, maybe it's because you're naturally pretty. Maybe it's because you're naturally pretty cold, but it seems to offset the warmth of the curry.
You saw when. This is why I'm so quiet. When Robin, when the party first met Robin, she was like scoffing down the kebab, like the fish kebabs and stuff. So she just like eats this food so fast, she's like still spooning the curry into her mouth, and she's like, "Have you got any more? This is really nice."
Oh my goodness, you have to be Prince of Maeve. And Cass gets so excited, it's immediately going to Gareth more.
I feel sorry for
Another
Robin's
one.
asshole tomorrow.
Oh god. So the rest of the day continues to go by. Is there anything you guys are doing before? Well, I guess what are you doing?
I found an
I'm attuning
item.
to the spear.
Yes, what item, James?
So it's a uncommon magical item,
Okay.
not any +1. It's an adamantine quarterstaff.
Okay. Cool. Is that an item? I didn't
It
think
is
you
an
could-
item in the new rules. It's an adamantine item.
It's just got a
uncommon.
fucking a metal
Yeah.
stick.
Yeah, it's metal stick,
man,
and
don't-
any hit
don't
with
use
it
metal
is a
sticks.
crit.
No, I'm not. It's just funny to me.
Any hit that lands
any-
is an automatic crit.
Say that again, sorry, James?
What?
Any hit that lands.
Well,
Is
no.
an
Whenever
automatic
this
crit.
weapon or piece of ammunition hits an object, the hit is a crit.
I was gonna
That's
say,
still pretty
you
useful.
can't have,
Like,
like,
the
permanent
problem
crits.
is, this is the problem, right? So this is why I wanted the boots de-attunement in, because I have no use for this woman otherwise. Like, I'm looking at like non-attunement weapons, and they're all really super rare, which aren't that great for me because I don't use them, or they're like, you know, just like middling. This one would be pretty good to like knocking down doors and stuff, but like on objects. But like there's no staffs that aren't legendary, that aren't attunement.
Oh,
I don't have any free attunement slots. So this is why I wanted the boots to be. I just wanted to do something, so I'm just looking at stuff now in the background. Otherwise, it's just a waste. It's like a thing we're not using.
Well, if we looked at it from a standpoint of player housing in old rules, I mean, at this point, I mean, we are using it. You did the one thing that you wanted to do, like the primary
that was a waste
thing
of time as well, wasn't it?
No,
Like it was. It really was.
we got exposition out of it. It's the exposition dump anyway.
Hey, it was an exposition uplift.
Exposition.
The-
Cassian's knife.
Yeah, they were talking about the wrong one.
Yeah, I was
James is
gonna
talking
say,
about the workshop woman.
The workshop.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, not Hank.
I'm not talking about the Hank thing. The Hank thing. No,
the,
we've got some stuff about that.
the Hank
The
thing.
Hank thing. They've got
That's what they call him on the streets.
Yeah.
No,
So
I
the
was
problem
gonna
with
say
that
that
is
was
we
the
asked him to
primary
do some
reason we came
stuff.
here.
And yeah, we ask him to do stuff, and if we find out subsequent information, we can't control. That's why this time I've asked for something a little bit more specific, stuff that we're probably not going to interact with. Like I'm not anticipating we're going to find like, you know, the King's search history in Snake Island. But it's the workshop bit. So I'm just looking like, so my options at the minute are stuff like, oh, Ring of Resistance, that might be a good idea. That's rare. I don't be waiting a month for it.
Where is 10 days, not a month?
Let me have a look.
I assume Cass is, in the midst, is both making curry and training with the spear. Probably not a good thing to be doing simultaneously. But
Oh, she's using the spear to warm up the pan in which
God.
she's cooking the curry.
Hey, to
But
be fair,
also
Sidon
trying to
used that
do to it.
spear to walk through the cold climates.
yeah, but we also know it didn't work for Sidon.
Mostly.
Well, no, because then you got ill, so it didn't work. You, the
That is true,
person.
I got ill. Yeah.
It may or may not include incense.
The curry.
No, the process of well, she's
Attuning.
basically multitasking.
Mm.
She's cooking, attuning, and doing a ritual to attune.
Well, the cooking is
And
the
the
ritual,
ritual
no?
itself includes.
Yeah, you accidentally put the herbs in the ritual and the incense in the
Oh, fuck.
curry.
God damn it!
Just throw the whole pot out. So it tastes like
So,
what's
I
a
confused the salt with sugar.
Ooh, sweet curry.
It's funny.
I'm really too tired for this.
Yeah, and you're
Someone who
exhausted. Where are my notes?
Robin's looking for like extra chili powder.
Oh
Just
my
let
god,
it
we have to be like,
Ice.
are you my long lost half sister? Can I adopt you?
You can't. it's not in Periphalon. I don't think it's legal to adopt another adult.
Oh my god.
Both of them are like, damn it.
Is Robin an adult? I know she
Robin's-
is an adult, but I mean, like, how old did Kitsune live?
Oh, older than humans.
Yes,
She's older than all of you.
yes.
She is.
And
She.
yet
I think
acts
she
like
is.
She's
Yeah.
18.
In that case,
I mean,
Can you
Sidon also
adopt
acts like a
me?
child of his own.
Yeah, but Simon's a moron.
Well, yeah. Cass is above legal age, so you cannot be adopted by someone who is. You cannot
this
adopt
fucking
someone
sucks.
who. Also, you have parents.
What about found family?
That doesn't mean you have to be adopted by them.
Also, can you adopt Kitsune? Is that considered?
No,
Is that considered problematic?
they are humanoid
Well, there's no
creatures,
leashes
Peter.
anywhere, so it should be fine.
Yeah, they're humanoid creatures until they turn into their fox form and just dance around in
You
the
could
snow.
say that about any wizard
Or druid.
or druid or
Anything that can get polymorph or wild shape.
yes, yeah, anything that can turn into something.
Okay, Robin. I don't care what the law says, you will always be family to me.
Sound like you're in Fast and Furious. Family.
Hey, Cass,
There's
once
always
you're done with
room for family.
Hey, Cass, once you're done with the curry, if you want, we can go out into the training ground and I can show you some spear moves.
Oh God.
Sure, but only if you let me hold the spear.
But yeah.
You have a training spear.
I'll just grab a stick.
Yeah, I mean there are quarterstaffs and spears that Riven has in their collection for training. But you guys are training. Is there anything you guys are doing that evening specifically? Because if not, we can go to the next day.
The only thing that
preparing
I
for
could
it.
found that's useful for this woman to be making at the minute is the Eyes of Minute Seeing.
Eyes of minute seeing.
Yeah,
I
so
don't know what that
give
is.
me what? Whilst wearing them, your vision improves significantly out to a range of 1 foot. Okay.
What?
Oh, right, I see what it means. Sorry. Granting me dark vision within 1 foot and advantage on intelligent investigation checks. Basically, I pick some up and examine it, and I get advantage on
Okay.
investigation.
It's like
it's not
nerd goggles.
Nerd goggles, yeah. They're okay. Just
Uh,
looking for other things. I just don't. Yeah, 10 days is a long time in
How
games
can you
you're waiting for them.
dark vision. Well, you're also gonna probably be
You
skipping
did
through.
skip 4 days.
You're also probably gonna be skipping through time because waiting for people to arrive. So it's not like.
And like I said, this was kind of the idea. Because I wasn't sure if we were going to the Fang in the beginning or if we were doing this idea, and we were just gonna do like a whole load of downtime. So we
I mean, in my this
set
is
up
like
the
the-
meeting and then
Yeah.
teleport between the Bastion and here. And do
I mean,
whatever we need to
it's like go to the Fang presumably tomorrow, and then you can, then go to Crown Top or back to Bastion, and then to Crown Top. You can we'll spend like half a session or a session there while actually like doing things that will require conversation and stuff, and then it's pretty much, unless you have anything pressing you want to do, it's waiting for people to arrive. So that can be either a downtime, like a 10-day downtime, or it can be we can go through it up to you depending on what you want to do. But if you want to set that, it'll be, God, I just had it, 75 gold and 7 days, because they are uncommon.
Yeah. Yeah.
She'll get to work on that. I'll write that down. Alia is working on Eyes of Minute Seeing. 7 days. Cool.
And was it 75? You say?
75 gold. Yeah.
Right. I'll just remember that now.
Cool. So yeah, she will go out to get the stuff, and we'll start work on it. But yeah, I assume there's nothing else specific you're doing that evening. Cool.
Well, so here's a question. This is a serious question.
Yes. This might be a serious answer.
Well, this is to the group.
Never mind.
Other than like the training, is there anything that we're hanging around for? Because I could teleport us now to the Fang and get us there the same day.
The reason I think we should wait one more day is because Cass had 2 levels of exhaustion.
Well,
So
I
if we
read.
just
I
done.
currently only have 1, and the armor should come about tomorrow.
That's true. The armor is
Yeah.
coming
I mean,
tomorrow, so you
I'm-
probably want to wait
I'm
for that.
also fine with just going and coming back for the armor later because I still have my what's the thing called? Adamantine breastplate.
Yeah, but I mean, if we can, I mean, look. So we woke up at about 5 anyway, so it is early evening.
It's probably like
We're
at this point, it's
probably
probably
gonna
like
get-
7, 8.
Yeah,
Oh,
so we're probably
I
gonna
also
end
need
up
to
like
buy,
it has to be something like that because me and Cass both
Yeah,
tuned
the tuning
to
and stuff. Yeah.
items.
yeah,
Um,
and I also need to buy some diamond dust.
yeah, which we can get from the town.
Oh yeah, you
Um,
guys, if you want to buy stuff, Archon, if you wanted to buy rubies, this would be the place to do it.
Yeah.
Is there like places I can buy scrolls and stuff?
Where is it in my notes?
I'll also
Uh,
buy a diamond.
Yeah,
for,
just
River
just mark
High.
off the amount. I trust you to do that.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh my god, what a steal! Everything's 3 copper.
We
It's
have a
Lou's
save.
dream. Yeah, so Archon, you can get scrolls from Lady Carla's library shop thing that does exist, but I don't have a thing for it. Unless I had a specific shop. Hold on, let me just look if I did. Shops. God, I actually did put a lot of work into these shops when I was making this place. It's fine. You can find. Yeah. So, you go to Lady Carla's.
Would this be in the
Lib-
morning or in
library-
the early evening?
This can be either. I assume in the evening because people are buying stuff. I mean, she'll be around. Yeah, so you go to Lady Carla's library type area, and obviously I've described her before. She's sort of this very elegant woman. Where is it? I said I described her, and I actually can't find her description anywhere. Where the fuck is she? Yeah, she's like this sort of elegant woman with tan skin, wears sort of white and blue, probably wearing something a bit warmer than before. And she wears like, silver jewelry and like flowers and stuff. But yeah, as you're going up, Archon, you see that she's sort of like sitting outside in like the evening, just like reading a book or something.
Knock knock. Are you open?
Yeah, what do you need?
Spells, please. Scrolls.
I can do that. What do you need?
Well, I have a rather exhaustive list. Do you have the? Well, I'll start off easy. Do you have the spell Glyph of Warding?
That is 3rd.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep. Wonderful. Do you have the 5th level spell? Jazrael's Storm of Radiance.
I will say yes.
Okay. And do you... This one I'm not sure you will have. Delirium Orb. It's a 1st level spell from possibly the one of the weird source books. If you don't
It's
have it,
in. It's from Drakenheim. Does it require the Delirium Crystal as a spellcasting
I
thing?
will never cast it. It's for the damage.
I think because it requires something that I'm not doing as well, I'm gonna say no.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay. And the other one I was looking for was so Glyph of Warding, Jezreel's Storm of Radiance, Dust Devil.
Dust Devil is a 2nd.
It is, yes.
I will say yes.
Okay, excellent. And also, do you have the Scroll of Teleportation?
The 7th level spell.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll a d20. 2? No, she doesn't, unfortunately.
Okay. Right. So how much will the second, third, and fourth? Sorry, second, third, and fifth level be?
So basically, what we've done before, or what I've messaged to you, is that your discount basically means you don't spend anything when you're copying it. The math sort of adds up that way. So it's second, third, and fourth. So second, third, and fifth. All together, that would be 960 gold.
Okay.
Because it's 120 for the second. Second, third would be 200. Fifth would be 640.
Yep. Sold.
Cool. The other thing she will say while you're there, because I did have something written down for her, is that she'll say, "Oh, by the way, the portal that you will manage to destroy, we have set some Verdant Shield guards around the perimeter just to keep an eye on it, even though there's not much there, but just in case. Spirits have been relatively high since, and we've had Verdant Shield go around, and many of the straggler demons have been dealt with. Yeah, and just again wanted to thank you for doing what you all did."
Yes, no problem. Anytime, I'm sure. Has there been any big instances of embuggerance since?
Not really. The only thing that I can think of is one of Eurydice, I guess. I know him a little bit. Diviner friends named Sullivan. He has been portending dark things. Like he's saying he's been seeing eyes and stuff at the edge of his vision. I was going to check on him tomorrow in the day. I don't know if you wanted to pop along if you're around. If not, that's fine. I will just update you on when I find.
Where can I find him? Because we are going to be leaving quite early.
She would give you directions to his house.
I believe we may go now if it's all the same. Not to cut across from you, but to say we are going to be shifting off. I believe first thing in the morning.
That's fine.
Very well. What was his name again? Sorry.
Sullivan.
Right, I'll write that down. So see, that's a name I know and can say and have met people called Sullivan, so I shouldn't mispronounce that one.
We'll say. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So were you gonna go around to Sullivan's now?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Well, first, before we take a break, I'll just ask: is everyone going, or is it just a few people? Because obviously I know Artron's on his own, but I assume he'd come back and mention it to people before he left.
Does it? I know this sounds a bit thingy, but does it sound important or does it sound like nerd shit? Does it sound like it's more interesting to a wizard, or would it be something that sounds important for everyone?
A diviner man said he was seeing eyes and shadows, like eyes in shadows. So
Yeah,
do with that information what you will.
Kind of important to me.
Yeah. Well, I'll go. Yeah.
Okay. So Archeron, Drac, Sidon, Cass, and Robin.
Robin will go if the majority is going. I think she's
Okay.
just sort of trying to, at the moment, be helpful.
Cool.
I want to be part of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cassie,
Robin, have some more curry.
Cassie,
You
tagging
floated
along.
her up.
Anyway, shall we be going? It's a wonderful time to be going.
Okay. Yeah. So you
I'm
all
now worried, Cass the Witch.
Yeah. You all start to head out into the evening air and we will take a break there. Jumping back in, you guys are taking a late evening stroll to the house of a diviner. How dare you? He's perfectly sane, and I'm sure you'll figure that out once you speak to him. A diviner man by the name of Sullivan.
Diviner man.
Diviner man, yeah. And it's not too far of a walk. It's probably, 5-10 minutes from where you guys are. And you walk through a bit of a firehouse and, get reacclimated with the place that you were at for a few days a while ago. But eventually, you come to a modest 2-story home with, you can see like an interior garden. From the outside, it smells like incense, lavender, and smoked wood. And the door is just, a simple wooden door. I'll change the map in a moment, but I'll wait until you go in to do that. So I assume someone was going to be like, I knock, or...
Are the lights on or anything like that?
Yeah, you can see there are some candlelight on candlelight lit on the inside, and can hear like some idle movement on the inside from the inside.
So, Artron, what is the deal with Diviner Man? He sees eyes in shadows.
I'm just going to check my crystal ball. Oh no, I can't see the future. That's why we're here to talk to him.
Ooh, you're being a real catty guy today.
No, I know exactly what I've told you. I don't know why he's seeing them. I don't know specifically what he's seeing. Whether it's a fall over of what happened to Nyx. It seemed a little bit similar, but not identical. I know exactly what we all know at the moment. So not a Scooby.
Mm-hmm.
Ruh-roh. But I assume one of you knocks on the door.
Yeah.
Cool. You hear some shuffling about from the inside. Like a chair getting pushed out the way. The sounds of like footsteps walking up to the door. And you see, as the door sort of slightly opens, this one eye sort of peeks out from the side from this like sort of short, stout, dwarven-looking man, and he goes, "Who are you? What do you want?"
Are you Mr. Sullivan?
I am. How do you know my name?
I was given your name. What was the name of the woman who ran the spell shop? Sorry.
Lady Calla.
By Lady Calla.
Oh. Okay. What do you want?
Well, she mentioned that you'd been having portentous visions of eyes in darkness.
Oh yeah. Just to make sure I'm not going crazy. Who are you? Just for namesake.
I'm
sure you're not going crazy. I'm Sidon.
Sidon.
Just to check, how often do people that aren't really here knock on your door?
Well, I mean, they haven't yet, but I didn't want this to be the first.
Okay.
BC says, takes a step back and unlocks the door properly, and just says, "Sorry, I've just been all kinds of anxious recently." And I'll change the map to his home.
I'll lean over to whoever I'm next to and just go, "Goop."
But yeah, you see Sullivan, who is sort of a stout dwarven man with a thick beard and sort of sweeps back hair. He's wearing the sort of green robe, and I'll just make the token bigger so you can see him.
I was going to make a joke when you were calling him Diviner Man about the Ghost of Christmas Present when he always goes, "Know me better, man." And lo and behold, he actually looks like him.
A little bit.
He's even wearing the green.
But yeah, you see, he steps in, lets you all in. And you can see into like his living space. It's relatively open. You see there's a set of stairs to the left, and you can see there's like by the fire to the far wall there is a few seats. There's a book, and you can see a cat that's curled up by the fireplace currently.
I don't want to be 100% rude, but how does a diviner man who could potentially be, in your own words, crazy, how do you afford a house like this?
Well, I have a job, and it's well paying, so that's why.
I'm gonna be quiet because I'm just gonna dig a hole here. And I'll lean over to whoever's next to me again and just say, I just assumed that most diviners were crazy people that lived on the street.
That's crazy.
So
tell me I'm wrong.
I can. This man and Sapphire, the member of the Council of Clarity.
She didn't act crazy.
Doesn't mean she wasn't.
So, is it Sullivan or Mr. Sullivan?
Just Sullivan's. Fine.
Sullivan. Excellent. When did you first start seeing? Well, in fact, could you describe what it is you're seeing, please?
Yeah. So, it's some time ago. What is it? A month or so. I started having these strange dreams. Around the time the demons were spotted nearby, you see, these fields of not fields, these clusters of endlessly tall trees and barren dark stone wastelands and green fire and bloody battle. Not good stuff. But
fields of tall trees.
Fields of like very, very, very tall trees, like dark stone wasteland stuff, and sort of green fire and bloodied battlefields.
Okay.
But I can deal with bad dreams. They're not great, but I can deal with them. Though after that, it got really weird after that portal in the forest got destroyed. Now, instead of seeing dreams, I've been seeing eyes in shadows, like they're watching me. It's been super creepy, and I've heard like the occasional whisper. I don't know what they're saying. I assume that they're probably speaking whatever demonic language, but I don't know what they're saying. But they sound angry, and it's a bit, nerve-wracking for me.
So just to make sure that I understand, these eyes and the whispers you hear these in the waking hours?
Yes, yeah.
When was the last time you heard them?
Earlier today.
Earlier today as in within the last hour, within the last 6?
Within the last 6. When it starts to get dark.
Sorry?
I was just sitting here.
Can I do an insight check as to his general state of mind?
Yeah, go for it.
Guidance.
Oh.
D4. 15.
15? He seems to be dealing with it, but he certainly doesn't seem happy about it.
I mean, I don't think anyone would be happy about it.
So his general attitude to this is, oh no, it's raining today.
No, it's like, oh no, someone's watching me while I'm in my house.
So
while I'm pooping.
Yeah.
Mr. Sullivan, I'm going to prepare a spell called Detect Magic. Once I've done this, I'm going to do a quick little experiment. What's important for you to understand is obviously we won't allow any harm to come to you. You will be safe in the room with us all. We have here with us a cleric of Celesta, so someone who can bring light to dispel the shadow. However, I will be making the room very dark, so bear with. Very important, what you focus on in this time is your cat. What is your cat called?
Winnie.
Winnie, excellent. And how long have you had Winnie?
Oh, 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years. And before these demonic incursions, had you ever had any of your dreams been overly specific in their prophetic quality?
I mean, yeah. I see gestures behind him. So on the table, there's like a mug of like a drink. And he says, "I grow these mushrooms that can heighten the senses, and that's what helps me divine things. And I've been doing that for years. So, so for a while I've had the, sort of prophetic type dreams, but not this. Usually I can sort of focus it, but this has been a bit more harsh."
Of course. So, do you mind if I have a drink of your mushrooms?
He thinks and says, "Well, that one's almost done. I have. It's because it's winter. I don't have much of it. I can give you one draft of it, though, if it will help."
Oh, I don't know if it'll help. If I'm trying to replicate the experience you see, so I want to have a control group. So if you are taking these mushrooms, I will ask. Are the two things linked? You drink the mushrooms and then you see the eyes? Or
I mean, no, I don't drink the drink all the time. I've been just seeing them semi-regularly for the past week or so, whether I have it or not.
Okay, but okay. Are you able to mimic the noises that they're making? Also, sorry, actually, I should be very clear. My expectations of this. You're a diviner. Does that mean you are a wizard?
No.
Okay. Do you have any magical abilities yourself?
I have a bit, not too much, but I can do it like a little bit.
What spells can you cast?
I don't have
all this time, by the way, Archon's setting stuff up on the table.
I don't have a specific action for him, but think like lower level cleric-y type spells. Or no, druid-y type spells.
Druid. Bear with me.
Think like first, second level.
First and second level druid. Okay. It's been a long time since I looked at first, second level druid. Let's have a quick look. Okay.
There's a spell called Concussion.
Is the material component a hammer?
Probably. I can't say it. It's from a book. I don't. I just saw it. The verb components are bonk.
Okay. Cool. So I was just going through the cleric spells, see if any of them will be any use to us.
Druid.
Druid spells, yeah. So detect magic is on there. So I will ask. Obviously, you've not been able to predict these. Do they all seem to come at the same time every day, or in any?
No. It doesn't seem to be. The only thing I can correlate it with is that it's in shadow. When there's shadow. Yeah, I can't correlate with anything else.
And looking out the window right now, what is the ambient light?
Dark.
Situation. Okay.
It's like half end at this point, so pretty dark. Yeah.
And so is the inside of the room lit by the fire
the inside of the room? There's probably obviously a bit of shadow because where there is light, there is shadow, but nothing like that's particularly. There's no like really dark corner.
Okay, fine. So just reading my spells. So after 10 minutes or so, Artron's has cast Detect Magic as a ritual. He's going to look around and he's going to close all the curtains and shut all the doors in this room, and then like sit down and make sure that this guy is sat down as well. It's like if you care to sit down, if you may, could I actually sit in this corner here? So you have a full view of the room. Reason I've closed all the curtains and shut all the doors is to try to create a controlled area, where we can, identify certain areas. Cass, if you do hear any sounds, sounds, make sure not to immediately illuminate the room. Only illuminate if you feel that anyone's in immediate danger. But if I could ask the rest of you to use your eyes and ears as efficiently as possible, so we can see if there are, we're able to replicate experience. And as he's saying this, he's prestidigitating the lights out one at a time.
Again, all the candle with fire. Okay, fire's still burning.
I assume my spear gives off light, so I'm going to hide that beneath my, I guess, cloak.
I didn't assume he gave off light, but that's fine.
Well, Rayo does, so I'm trapping him outside for now. Like,
he's knocking on the door.
Yeah,
guys.
No one else.
I mean,
can
technically,
you
you could like de-summon him, but then you'd have to spend a resource to get him back.
No,
guys, I'm still outside.
So he's mooching about outside. Porridge doesn't glow. I'm just looking at hiding anything that does glow. And so yes. So is there any particular area or corner or that you've seen them in greater number than any other?
Cheng said, "No, it's just when it's particularly dark in any part of anywhere. It's been a bitch to get to sleep."
Just to be certain, right? Because I mean, a lot of people see things in the dark. You are certain that you are seeing glowing eyes, and it's not, say, like a coat that just happens to catch the light weirdly.
I am certain. It's not just in one place where my coat is behind you. It's everywhere, and I hear it too.
Have you heard it outside your house?
Yes.
And last question. Have you, or any member of your family you're aware of, made any demonic pacts or devilish bargains?
Not that I'm aware of.
That you're aware of? Okay. And have you
been touched by the Grey?
I don't know what that is.
Have you ever been to the Feywild? This is a very Feywild place.
No, I've not been to the Feywild.
Though you are a druid.
Yes. What? Why is that?
No. Just wondering where your affinity came from. Whether it was in a born or something you started for yourself.
I've just always liked plants.
Right. Okay. Okay. So I just gonna quickly check this spell.
Does he have the green though?
Yeah. That's the title of his book.
Okay. So as I've gone around the room, slowly making it darker before I snuff out the fireplace, is there any indication of them in here that you can see?
Let me roll something.
As per Archron's request, I'm also keeping an ear and an eye out, but I don't think I will see anything. I assume it's just him. But just in case I can, am I able to make a perception or not?
You can make a perception check with disadvantage, yeah.
I would also like to do one.
Go for it.
If possible.
And guess what? Disadvantage.
My God, the curse!
17.
Okay.
11.
Let me just...
Don't worry, Sidon. I'm used to being left in the dark. It's for my rituals.
Yeah, so as you are sitting there, snuffing out the candles and stuff one by one, obviously the fireplace is still on, it's behind him. So he's sort of looking around the room, and you see, he doesn't seem like he sees anything, but he sporadically turns as if he's hearing something. And Cass, you pick up on a very slight whisper. You can't make out any of the words, but you can definitely hear something.
I'll would like to inform the others.
Mhm.
But I'm
Excellent.
keeping my. I'm not interfering yet.
Well, if that helps at all, Sullivan, that does prove that you're only as mad as our cleric. So.
He
Who
looks
recently
he looks-
today has been talking about man-eating.
He looks to vaguely where
Not-
Cat is, and he looks to vaguely where Cat is
It's
in the room. He gives
implied.
her a thumbs up. See, we're both crazy. Wait, no, I'm not crazy. Yo,
So you can hear the noise, but can you not hear any syllable thing that you could replicate?
it's I don't know what they're saying. It's
You could say that dissonant.
Who's it?
well, it's like very guttural, and I don't know how I'd replicate it. It's very scratchy, and he like shakes, shivers.
Okay, well, so we can hear it. And final question before I put out the lights totally. When you do see and hear these eyes and these voices, what drives them away? Is it time, or is it the bringing light to the situation?
It's the return of light I've been carrying. You see, he goes to his pocket. He has multiple unlit candles in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I've been carrying these around just in case.
I'd like to point out I made a Christmas Carol joke earlier. This is starting to make more Christmas Carol references. He's Scrooge.
It's not a lump of undercooked potato or mustard. Yeah, that's making them see this. So, very well. Archon's going to reach into his book and he's going to press the comprehend languages button, which he can do free once a day. So you can comprehend
He
languages.
presses the combination.
Beep beep boop bop. So I can comprehend languages for now, which is great. I'm going to listen out. I'm still concentrating on detect magic, and I'm going to look around to see if I can detect any.
Different.
Do I? I've already.
Oh, sorry. Can you roll me a perception? Sorry, I could.
Yes, I will detect magic. No descriptions given.
Sorry. So I would just mention briefly with detect magic, you get a slight bit of magic from like the small bit of liquid that's in his cup. However, as you're looking and listening, you currently cannot detect or see anything at this moment.
What kind of magic is it in the cup?
Divination.
Okay. Okay. So with that in mind, then, Archon, since he can't hear it, I am going to say to the room. So, as I said before, I'm going to put the lights out and sit in the dark. Now, I can see in the dark. I know not everyone can. So please don't jump too much. If you hear anything, we are trying to replicate this. And this guy's a dwarf, right?
He is, yeah.
Yeah, so he's got dark vision as well, so hopefully you should be okay with it. So those of you who can't see in the dark, just close your eyes, I guess. And if you can abide it, listen out, and if you can try to memorize the sounds as much as possible. I'm also going to put Porridge out so he can listen, because he can mimic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and he is actually wiser than I am, so he can. Actually, that's a really good point. Oh no, I can't share. One moment.
When you share senses, I think you
That's
use
concentration,
your.
I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I think.
I'm just going to say, because if it uses concentration to share senses, then
I don't
won't.
think it does.
I don't think it does, but I think you use your sense and not the creature's sense. But I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that one.
You
It's a
can see
weird
through
one.
your familiar's eyes and hear what it is. It's like, it's gaining the benefits of any special senses that you have.
Okay. Yeah.
During this
Oh,
time, you
okay.
are deaf and blind with your own senses. So this is weird. So I have detect magic cast.
Mm.
So I'm looking using my detect magic through his eyes with his.
Okay.
I don't know if you'll allow that because that is bending it quite a lot.
I'll allow it in this case.
I think because of how the detect magic is worded, you will always feel the magic, even if you
Can't
not
see
got your
it.
senses. Yeah.
Porridge, mate, you're killing me.
I'll allow
Right.
it in this case.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Worse than me.
I will say, so as you snuff out the light.
I snuff out the fire. Yeah.
Cool. So the room is plunged into darkness. The only bit of light is probably from some random, like, lantern
Embers
on the
or whatever.
street, or
Like,
like,
that's why I shut the curtains.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's maybe like slight embers, but it's very, very low light. So I'll ask, can everyone make me a perception check?
Do you want me to do it with disadvantage because of darkness?
No, this is both for hearing and seeing.
Okay, perfect. 15.
15, 16,
And
22,
porridge, mate, one again.
14. Okay. So as you are the light goes out, and you are listening for whatever could be here, and for some of you, it doesn't go beyond very faint whispers that you just like can't make out. It's like the wind. It's like you hear a syllable and it's gone. But for Porridge, I guess it's actually everyone but Archeron, which I guess makes sense because he's focusing on two different things. You hear it get louder, and you hear it like almost enter your ears and sort of melds with your thoughts, and you feel this shiver run through you, and you're immediately colder, but not like a snowy winter cold, like an interior, your heart has stopped for a moment cold. And
I'm gonna ready my axe potentially.
And you just feel as this like few seconds is drawn out, and for Robin, Drac, Sidon, and I guess Sullivan, you can see on the edges of your vision these eyes, and they are multiple colors. Some of them are like a turquoise, some of them are a bright lime green, others are a deep red, and they are watching you, and it feels as if they are closing in around you, like you're starting to feel claustrophobic. And I will say, for those people who I named, so Drax, Sidon, Robin, can you make me a...
All the whispers.
Hmm?
I said all the whispers.
Can the three of you make me... This is going to be either investigation or history to memorize what you hear. Drac, because this is Fae Fiend's Undead, you do get advantage.
Yeah, what do you
14.
say? History?
Investigation or
Am I just gonna
history?
do this?
You didn't roll the check.
Oh, I did.
Didn't roll high enough. Oh wait, did you not roll the check?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
No,
not
no.
20,
Hey!
Nice.
26.
Holy really?
So as you're you're listening, Sidon, you can't really make it out. It sounds almost familiar, but you just can't get a grasp on it. For Robin, and especially for
I'm not
Drac,
worried about the weird eyes.
yeah, you're focused on the things watching you. But for Robin and Drac, you listen, and while you can't figure out what they're saying literally, you can definitely recognize this to be abyssal. And there's a lot of overlapping voices. They seem to be repeating some syllables. They seem to be almost merging together with your own thoughts, and they are ever present and just chattering above themselves, above each other, and it's creepy, to say the least.
This
How
is so
is
fucking trippy.
Drac right now with the knowledge that this is abyssal, while not knowing the intent? How is Dalasil acting? Does Dalasil work in this regard, or
it's
not?
aberrations.
Aberration.
that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
okay, yeah. And abyssals are fiends, aren't they?
abyssal. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
demons.
Okay, never mind.
Mm,
It's because they both begin with A.
Yeah.
So I was like, abyssal. They must be aberrations.
oh yeah, there's light bulb. Wait.
Presumably since Outram can neither see nor hear this, but I assume there's like a visible reaction from other people.
Yeah, you can see on the faces of those who can hear it, there is like probably a look of like anxiousness or fear or something.
What the
So,
fuck is happening?
Last request, Sullivan. Do feel free to say no. However, this will illuminate, if you'll excuse the pun, the next steps. Would you be able to step into your kitchen and close the door? Everyone else remain here for a moment.
Gives like a very shaky nod and sort of goes to stand up and begins to walk into the kitchen.
Why do I have to leave? This is my house.
Okay, it's very important you close the door.
There wasn't actually
the
on
other
this
door.
map, but I will allow that to be a door.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The bathroom has a door.
Oh, yeah, the bathroom. Please, the bathroom.
To be fair,
I don't know your house very well.
I can probably use the bathroom.
Okay. Now,
Steps in and closes the door.
the others in the room, have the eyes and the voices remained in here with it, or have they followed him in there?
So I was just laughing. It's like, are there any spirits in here with us?
I said earlier, this is very most haunted.
No, so specifically to
I'm
figure out if they're
Emmett
following him or
I'm
they're in
Archon
this
of
place.
Simpsons. I'm Archon of Simpsons.
You see,
This is the most haunted place.
so for Robin, Sidon, and Drac, who can see those eyes, you look, and some of them follow Sullivan into the other room. However, now that there are more people in this room, there do seem to be some that continue to watch you.
Yeah, I tell that to everyone in the room that. Jesus Christ, those whispers are fucking creepy.
I can turn it down if you want.
No,
That's
it adds to the feeling, but it's still creepy.
Atmospheric.
Where
I can also turn it up.
Drac
Yeah.
or whoever
It's fine.
anyone who can see the eyes. I'm still struggling to see them. But would you actually no? I think Cass, you can see them, can't you?
Cass never rolled.
Yes. Oh,
So I
I thought
don't know.
I did.
Yeah, that was for the previous. If you
Previous
could,
one.
yeah. Yeah, I'll let you run that if you want to. Perception. Perception,
17.
yeah. Cass can also.
Cass, do you have the spell Sacred Flame or Word of Radiance?
I do have Word of Radiance.
Would you mind trying to cast it on one of the set of eyes to see if they are actually here?
I could also cast Fairy Fire if you want.
Oh, that's actually a good shout. Not damage, but it will reveal anything that's here.
Well, they're
Yeah.
already revealed,
Well,
but
it
yes,
will if
perhaps
they
on
fail.
Well,
the,
the
Okay.
eyes are revealed, but they would show any physical form.
And they
my
can turn invisible.
my concern is that they are not physically here, and that the light from Fairy Fire may make them visible again. But you could always try it. Sullivan, you can come back now. By the way,
Okay.
I'm just gonna wipe.
Yeah,
you
Yeah, I
have
think
washed
I'm
your
going to
hands.
cast.
I did.
I think I'm going to go for Fairy Fire.
I don't. To be fair, I don't think Fairy Fire necessarily creates light. The spell doesn't say it creates light. It just
It
says
just
it
creates
stops things
moats
going-
around.
Oh,
Yeah. It just says that it doesn't let things go invisible. So I don't think it
every
necessarily
object
creates
in a
light.
20-foot cube is outlined in a blue, green, or violet light. Your choice.
Yeah.
So it does
That's
create
what
fire. Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
at
it doesn't
least.
say that it produces bright light.
I
just
mean,
says
it would-
it's
It says
light,
outlined
technically.
in light.
In
mean,
light, so it's like
Yeah, but there's mechanical light and then there's flavor text light.
That is true. I will say you can try. I mean, if it doesn't work, you can always end the spell and it will come back.
Yeah. Well, I did it, so I guess I need
Okay.
a deck save. I don't know how to play
That's
it.
true, actually. I will roll something. Let's see.
If not, we can try Hollywood next.
Yeah, so, Cass, you cast Fairy Fire, and you watch as, for a second, that light sort of springs out, and the shadows recede, but then they come back as you see, I assume in like a golden, sort of yellowy light, or like yellowy color. I assume that's what the magic is that you cast. You see, very briefly, this hunched yet tall form. Hold on, let me just figure out just so I get this right. Yeah, you see this hunched yet tall form outlined, sort of standing under the stairs, like here-ish. You can see humanoid in shape, but sort of lithe yet muscular. You see the two green orbs that are its eyes. And you see, as you cast the Fairy Fire, it looks to you, being the caster, and you watch as this sort of sickly, inky tongue falls out of its mouth, drops a bit of that weird black ink ichor onto the carpet, and it vanishes. And at the same time, all of the whispers in the room stop.
Am I the only one that sees this?
Everyone who rolled, similar, probably everyone who rolled well, bar Sidon, because he rolled like a 14.
15.
15, okay, I'll allow it. You would see various. I mean, no, actually, no, it was fine, right? No, hold on. It was illuminated, so I'll say everyone can see this because it was Fairy Fire. Obviously, if you rolled high, you saw like the whole thing. Lower, you saw a bit less. But this thing recedes into nothing, and that like black inky stain is still on the carpet, but you no longer hear any whispers, and you are just left to this dark room.
Or anyone lights
What's
lights.
that thing?
I'm going to scoop up the demon gauze, I don't know what you want to call it, into a jar.
Yeah, easy
and
enough.
put it in like somewhere out of the light, and then press. Can I still do this with prestidigitation? I've moved to the new one. Oh no, I can relight candles, torches, and campfires. So he's going to start lighting lights again.
Can't turn invisible when under Fairy Fire, so he must have.
I don't think he invisible. He must have
teleported.
teleported. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or went back to the abyss.
He could have shadow stepped away. Could be one of many things. The good news, Sullivan, is you're not mad. However, that is really where it ends.
I'm not mad, but that was crazy.
Were you anywhere nearby when the was closed?
No, I was sitting in my house, probably right where I am now, all out in the garden.
I wonder why it's chosen you. You seem to be a focus for it.
Jack, you're our, I guess, demonologist. Do you maybe recognize the creature or what it seems to be doing?
Why do you think I would know?
Well, you're like...
You know demons. And devils.
Yeah.
It's
You have a
devils.
demon fanboy.
Whoa.
No,
what?
he's a devil.
A devil
Demons
fanboy.
are a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
See, exactly this is why you are our local demon and devil.
Because you can differentiate devils and demons, you're the expert.
Yeah.
We seriously need help if I'm the expert.
I mean, if you want to make me a history check, I'll give you advantage.
Fae Fiends Undead.
Credits.
That's what makes you. That's what makes
Yeah,
you.
that is what makes you the expert.
Yeah, so,
24.
plus a
24.
Oh, nice.
Plus a d4.
Oh, 1d4.
I have no
27.
idea about demons, but this one I do.
However,
I don't know
s-
anything about demons, but this one happens to be called Larry. He lives here. I know his mom. She makes excellent brownies.
so yeah,
Yeah,
you
was at
think
this party sometime
Mhm.
in high school.
you think back, and you're trying to figure out where the thing that stands out to you most is the eyes and the tongue, and you're trying to figure out where you've seen it before, because you definitely recognize it, and it takes a bit of time for you to go through your memory banks to figure it out. But while not the same, because it was a lot bigger in the vision you saw it. It
Alright, when I
looked-
touched the crown, right?
When you touched the ground,
Crown, like...
the crown.
like
Oh god, I don't remember. If so, then I might have to go back and listen.
I could be
but-
totally wrong.
yeah,
Because that was
but
so
you-
long ago.
It might be, but you recognize the look of it as when you were doing the ritual in Pyra to discover more about Mel and Layla's past. There was a creature that seemed to imbue the puppets that became Mel and Layla with souls. And it matches a lot of those features.
We had a name for that, didn't we?
I believe you
Just going
did.
through my notes now.
I know it, but I want to say it just in case you don't. I don't want a gem dragon situation.
I was about to say it.
I beat you to it.
It wouldn't happen to be a false Hydra, would it?
No, I don't use false hydras. They're fun in idea, but awful in play.
Great for a
Hey.
dark situation.
Hey, this guy that you've known for 75 sessions, you don't remember him anymore.
Well, what you could do is instead of making it a character,
I really don't want to give
That-
him ideas on how to roll false Hydras, please.
I'll
I'm
tell
just
you, I'm
saying.
not going to.
right? What you could do instead of having it be a character that's pre-established, you make it a character that you either introduce but
And then
knows
forget
everything
about.
about the party.
Yeah.
So they already know you, and you're like, who the fuck are you?
Mm,
But that wouldn't make sense because he would have been eaten by the Hulk Hydra.
I mean, I can tell you.
Instead of just have like an unknown
Have clues.
party member that we don't remember or have never introduced
Oh
to.
God! I just punched the microphone. I will tell you because I assume James is looking.
I have
The
a few. We have Gorath the Bloodstained, Jabraz the Sorrow Lord, Malaroth the Wretched Howler, Lexither the Twisted Creator, Vraxinth the Lustful.
If this is the last one, I will.
No, so
scream.
the big bad boss, the one who's using the souls, no idea. But the realm of this demon is like anti-heaven. So hang on, yeah. We don't know who put the souls in, so I kind of wish I kept my mouth shut for. But never mind. This was as of episode 39, so I'm just.
yes, it was ages ago.
Yeah, ages ago, yeah. It may have come up subsequently.
I think it has, but I'm going to just keep my mouth shut just in case. Just because I'm pretty sure the name has come up subsequently, but if it's not been put together, I don't want to be the person. I don't want to accidentally have you put it together, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, Drac, it reminds you of that creature, the one that put the souls into Mel and Layla when they were first created.
Yeah, I will tell everyone that, so they're on the same page.
Why is it
You're
here?
saying you're not the expert.
I have no idea. And you said what, Cass?
And you say you're not.
You say you're not the expert.
Okay, I got lucky.
Well, to be fair, you all did see that thing. Drac just remembered it. The only thing other thing I'll say is, Drac, you do have the ability to, because you rolled very high on that investigation check before, you do have the ability to pretty accurately recreate what was being said, and I know Archon still has comprehend languages up.
Then I will try to recreate the guttural speach to Archon.
Just as I said, do you want to try? No, I'm kidding.
Can I stop?
So I assume while Drac is trying to recreate this, Archon, you are listening and trying to figure out what is being said in common. You're trying to translate it on the fly. And as he's speaking it, you hear obviously what he's ooga chuckering, but you also can make out what is being said in common, or like a close approximation. 3 different sort of sentences emerge. One of them is the rot will have its way. The second one is darkness will consume the herald. The third is her life is ours, your souls will be too.
The rot will have its way. The darkness will have the herald.
Darkness will consume the herald. Her life is ours, your souls will be too. There you go. Send it.
Herald,
I assume he said that while looking at me.
Yes.
That's it, yeah.
No,
That's
it
not
was
a
just that was just all around the room, sort of before you actually saw this thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Archie, how was my pronunciation? Was it good?
Heavy on the accent, but otherwise fine.
The rot kind of came out as root for a second, but he corrected himself.
Yeah, you really need to go to.
It's my first try, so.
The sisters haven't come with us, have they?
No.
Should we?
Why does the herald sound familiar? I'm
Herald has
feel
called
like
loads of times.
I know. Do we know who the herald is?
Well,
There have
they've
been
heralded.
multiple, yeah. Like the vulture-like creatures were called the Heralds of Rot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to come up with them without accidentally having a gem dragon situation.
1 second, I'm just gonna.
My
Heralds
worry-
of Rot, yada yada yada. Yeah.
My worry with the way it's worded of darkness will consume the herald makes it seem like this is a good herald, not an evil stat block herald. So.
What, just because
No.
it's got a stat block?
Yeah, just yeah.
I mean, when it's a herald of rot and it is a stat block, then yes.
I'll have you know.
Would be kind of fun if we found a guy named Harold.
Yeah,
What's up? My name's Harold.
Harold with an E, not Harold.
Yeah.
Yeah. My worry is if it's something like Neve or Helene, because
Well, aren't they like
what's
the same kind of person?
Neve's? Yeah, what was Neve's full title again?
The
Was-
Spear of Celista.
Spear of Celeste, not Herald of Celeste. Okay.
What's his name?
Did you check for the Herald
Erevan. Erevan was I believe he was the Herald of Odaluna. I think. I sound so sure. I think that's right, but I could be mistaken.
Can I do a religious check to see if I know of the heralds I know, or would this be history?
I don't know if it would be Erevan because it's unless the darkness will consume the herald is a different person to her life is ours. Your souls will be 2.
I'm fairly confident that means Layla.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
With
Wait,
that in mind,
what if Mel's the Herald then? No, can't be the Herald.
no,
can
Mel. No, Mel. We know to be effectively Layla's +1. That's how she was described by the people who created her. She is like, this is your sidekick. Don't get excited about her. Like, this is your was it noble stat block? Your 3 followers. So Archtron's going to that thing clicking together in his mind. Is going to stand up, say to Sullivan, do you know any... Actually, you may as well come with us.
Okay.
Probably safer if you're not alone tonight, anyway.
And then Archtron's going to make tracks.
Gives a nod, and before he goes, he grabs he grabs a vial
Oh.
of that similar liquid just to have either for him or for you guys if you want it.
Are we taking the cat with us? Our master's been a bit lonely since our friend left.
I'm gonna leave the cat here, I think.
I mean,
Just-
it's a cat, they can take care of themselves.
Yeah, and I hope I won't be gone for too long. I mean, she's had food, she's got water. It'll be fine.
Don't you have like one of those feeders that like dispense pills?
No, they're really expensive, and they're from malachite.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll take care of it.
The import tax alone.
Yeah.
You heard about the tariffs?
You also need the license for exotic animals.
Oh, ballista. Virus.
Yeah, malachite they're making a killing on pet feeders. Goddamn Victor DeVoyle. She's upcharging us.
He's the only one that makes them.
Yeah.
Patent pending.
Yeah.
Full on monopoly on pet feeders.
Yeah. The DeVoyle feedery.
He doesn't even own it. He's renting.
He's trying to get the trademark, but he's like, you can't trademark your name than a word. And then they're like, well, he's like, but I made it. He's like, come up with a better name. He's like, no. Anyway.
They say that he's just going to add TM at the end, so people think it's trademarked.
But yeah, so
TM
Archon,
at the end, then trademarking the TM.
Where are you going off to?
Oh, sorry if it wasn't clear. I'm heading back to the Bastion.
No, yeah, I assumed. I was just making sure. Who was making a clipping sound?
Clicking their fingernails.
Oh, sorry, I'll mute myself. I'm on my shoulder.
Oh. Yeah, so you hurry back. I don't know, walk back to the Bastion. Sorry, there's only 5 of you. I was just like looking at the token. It's like I'm missing someone, but no, I'm not for today. Yeah, that was weird. You walk back to the Bastion with Sullivan. Oh, that's who I'm missing. Hold on. Got this token. And I'll change the map. These guys are at the bottom. What are you doing?
Is the Bastion safe and sound? No indication of forced entry or...
No. I mean, the doors are closed.
Okay. And no signs of any battles or anything?
No.
Alright, cool.
I detect
guess we
magic
go in.
up.
How long's the last? 10 minutes?
An hour. Wait. I'm sure it's an hour.
10 minutes.
10
Oh,
minutes.
is this 10 minutes?
I'll say no. It probably would have ended sort of as you guys were walking.
Because
back.
Layla's still wearing that crown.
Leather is still wearing that crown.
Yeah, going in.
Yeah, so you all walk in,
Oh, it is
And-
damn.
and you can see. I'll just move you all in. Sullivan's like, what the fuck? This is a big place. Um,
Yeah, we got
we
it
don't
for,
even have jobs.
Yeah, we
Well,
got this
the
as a
venturing is your job.
reward for. We got this as a reward for closing down that portal.
Yeah. Oh wow.
We also saved Duke Nukem.
I don't know who that is. But you walk in, and you can see that Mel, Daisy, Tanith, and Layla are all sort of sitting around. Sorry. But you can see that Layla. You see Mel is like standing next to where Layla is, and Layla is currently head down on the table, arms out, like she's passed out.
I'm going to rush over and check her.
So what
medicine
is
check.
happening?
Mel looks as you walk in and says, I don't know. We were just talking, and she just passed out.
I'm going to
Okay,
check for
that is
pulse,
weird.
check for basically all the vitals.
She has a pulse. Her pulse is always slower, but it is still, you can still feel that there is a pulse. And she is breathing, but it seems slightly heavy or hard, like for her to breathe.
Can I close my eyes
Mhm.
to try and make a perception check to see if I can hear any whispers, even though the lights are on?
I'll say no check necessary. You cannot hear any whispers. But you can see, as you're all in the room, Layla is clearly unconscious and is like shaking slightly.
Should I cast purge contamination?
Mel, I need to listen very carefully. Can you use your
Yeah.
paladin sense to see if you can detect any demonic influence in the room?
Yeah, okay. Let me just get a. I've not looked at a character sheet in a while. 1 moment. Yeah, so she does a divine sense, and she looks around as she does it, and you see it sort of her eyes go like glow gold as she does it, and she looks around, and she says, the only thing I sense something, but it's around Layla. It's not. And she looks at herself, and it's around me.
What?
Yes, this is not surprising considering what we've just seen.
Shall I try and take the crown off?
She
Or...
cannot unattune to it while she's unconscious. It has to be an active choice. You may remove it from her, but she'd still be connected to it.
We would, while you've been gone, we were trying to. Well, I was trying to figure out if we could remove it, but she hasn't been up for it. She's recently been sleeping badly, and she's been having those darker thoughts again. She's been trying to get her anger out by fighting with Riven and meditating, but it's not really seemed to do much. I thought she was all right, but she's like nervously like struggling to speak. I don't know.
What about you? Do you feel any urge to fight?
Not really like an urge to fight, but I've had this like strange feeling sometimes in my chest, like when I'm just doing anything, walking around, eating, whatever. I get this like randomly start to feel warmer, and like my heart beats faster, almost like I'm in a fight, but I'm not. I don't have any urge to fight. I don't know.
Can I check for any signs of curse or magical effect on they're going around?
How?
I assume I am very familiar with curses, with the amount of shit I had to remove from the party in the, I think, month or two I've been with them.
You
And I
removed a
also,
lot of demon shit from me.
Yeah,
In the
and I'm
first
also
2 days
proficient
of
in
meeting me.
medicine. So I'm thinking, because I assume in game curses take like the form of like blackened veins or like other like symptoms.
I mean,
that, like,
it depends on the curse. I'll allow you to do. I'll say in this case, I'll allow you to religion.
Okay. Got it. Oh, that's a horrible roll for me.
Very low religion roll.
17.
17. You can feel like a dark presence. You cannot sense like a curse, but you can feel like there is like the air is more difficult to breathe, and you feel almost like you feel threatened, but not by anything that you can see.
Screw it. I'm going to just reach down and just. I know Archon said that achievement didn't work like that, but sounded a moron. He's gonna rip the crown off her. While she's unconscious, if he can.
Can you make me a wisdom save?
Yes. I will attempt. 20.
Oh, nice.
Nice. You put your hands on the crown and attempt to try and pull it, and you feel as this. You manage to overcome it yourself, but as you're pulling and trying to get away, you feel as this shadow is trying to entice you and draw you in. It's a somewhat familiar feeling for you. But you cannot get the right fixture, the right grip to pull it, so you move your hands away and it cannot be moved. It is like embedded into her head.
Like actually like embedded, like sort of.
You can't tell whether it's actually embedded or like magically embedded.
So it's not like it's attaching to the skin.
Yeah, it's unable to tell. James, what are you gonna say?
It's like Matilda's dad's hat.
Yes. Oh no, she's gonna go bald.
Yeah, it's gonna dye a hair peroxide blonde.
I'm right, you're wrong.
Mel, just for your safety as well as ours, would you mind if we took your sword away from you, just in case something happens?
Yeah, I don't. It's over there. She like gestures to it, like in a different, like over by where Riven is.
Excellent. So I'm gonna try one other thing. It's a long shot, but it might act as a protection from this thing. I'm gonna walk around the table. So you say she's like flat out across the table, like Layla is.
Yeah, like her head and her arms are probably like halfway up the table. Yeah.
I'm going to attach to her arms the manacles of No Thank You Magic.
Okay.
Great name, by the way.
I will say that because this isn't like a, she's not trying to struggle or anything. I'll say you can do that, and you can activate the runes. And as you do, you hear this sharp inhale as Layla sits bolt upright, with her hands sort of obviously in the manacles. And she opens her eyes, and for a second they flash that green that you saw in the eyes before, and she looks around frantic, and like her voice, you wish you didn't recognize the way it sounds with that sort of double voice to it. But she goes, where am I? What?
Is it like when we first met her, she was speaking like almost like she was speaking backwards?
Yeah. It only is for the first thing she says, where she goes like, where am I? And she looks around and it's like regains her bearings. I don't know what just happened.
Layla, can you hear me?
Passed out.
Yeah, I can hear you.
What was the last thing you remember?
Mel and I were talking, and I heard. I heard it. I heard them. They whispered. I don't know what they said. They whispered something to me, and
Who's they?
He's like struggling to say it. Kyosa. And the name, you match it to.
I don't know if I've heard that name before.
I'll say I know you have because I've said it.
Keyyosa.
Kiosa.
Kiosa.
The time I can tell you the time you've heard it at least once. You heard it spoken by Father Oriel.
Yes, here we are. Yeah, underneath Gorath, bloodstained. Kyosa, god of demons. Yeah.
And Layla says, "I haven't heard that voice in a very long time."
Could somebody get Layla a cup of warm sweet tea, please? And for Mel.
Layla,
because I don't know what's going on, so I'll be back.
Sullivan goes to help you.
Layla, while you're wearing those manacles, do you think you can remove the crown?
Well, not while I'm wearing them.
Would you consent to us trying to remove the crown as you wish it to be removed and no longer attached to you?
You see, she goes to start. She goes, yeah, and she and she winces, and her eyes strain, and then she snaps. Says, "No, don't take it."
It will mean, Layla, that for your own peace of mind, we can't remove the manacles until we understand what's going on.
Can
peace of mind and
safety
as well as ours.
Can I just confirm the manacles? Are they connected like handcuffs, like you'd see?
Yeah, they're like handcuffs,
okay,
so police handcuffs.
So they're not like two separate manacles on each arm that just nullify magic, but you still have full autonomy.
They are connected. They're connected.
Okay. That's what I wasn't sure about. Because for some reason I was just assuming they were like two separate manacles that just shut down magic. But you still were able to move your hands around.
Is Cass a 2014 cleric, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. One moment, please.
If you're thinking about the channel ability to turn undead, that only works on undead.
I never think about channel divinity. It's shit.
The base one is bad, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
the other.
Well, the ones for the subclass, the subclasses can be good, but it depends on the subclass and stuff.
The base one is kind of shit until you get destroy undead.
Oh wait! Oh no.
Nukes.
Okay. I have an idea. How much? Okay, how much did a 5th level scroll cost me, Asher?
Ooh, hold on. 640.
40. 640 gold.
Yes.
Okay. Can I afford that right now?
If you want, I can lend you some.
I need 320 gold.
Yeah, I got that for you.
Okay. Actually, here's my money. You're faster than I am.
Yep.
Can you run down to the spell lady, whose name just has not stuck in my brain at all tonight, and get a scroll of dominate person?
Okay. Yeah. So how much is the gold?
640.
640. And how much are you giving me? You said you needed 320, so you're giving me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So I
giving
will-
320 as well. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give 320 to myself and bolt down to the
Yeah,
shops.
he's a runner. Run, son, run.
He will start running and he will activate his key and just start beaming
Okay.
it.
While Sidon is out, is there anything the rest of you are doing in this room?
Do I still get the feeling like I'm being watched?
No.
Okay. I really don't know what to do.
Layla sort of
Neither.
looks around and says, I'm so sorry. I don't know what.
Well, this isn't your fault. Like,
We-
none of us really know that this was gonna happen.
Yeah, I know, but you know, I don't like to have to make you guys do stuff for me.
Layla,
Just-
we'll explain my plan.
I do
Uh,
travel at 135
Okay.
feet around.
What I intend to do is use magic to compel you to. I know you said you don't wish to remove the crown, but I wish to see. How do I word this? It's my devout belief that the crown is exacerbating the condition somewhat. It's making things worse.
Mm.
We know this. I believe this to be true because of how you reacted when I said, "Would you try to allow us to let us remove it?" So, as your friend, I've elected to not give you that choice. Remove it from you, and then let you make an informed decision afterwards.
She nods and says, "Okay, okay." But yeah, Sudden, you sprint to the shop, and you can see Lady Calla, who seems like she was in the process of starting to lock up for the evening, for the night.
Holla, holla. My mate needs
Turns around. Oh,
my mate needs a scroll.
Right. Okay,
Big scroll.
son.
Dominate person.
okay.
Yes. I think. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure it was dominate person.
Okay, come in. She come in, unlocks the door. She was just locking. See, she like moves her hand, and some of the lights turn on. Like some of the candles light up, and she like looks around. 20 person finds the right like scroll from the shelves, takes it, and like hands it to you. There you go.
Thank you. I'll just hand the 640. I'm not even bothering bartering.
Oh, okay.
That's what the cost is. So
Yeah.
I know, but I was going to potentially just try.
Mhm.
I mean, if it wasn't urgent, I would have been like,
Mhm.
sneak a little bit off the top. No. So Sidon kind of just shoved the gold in her hand and just goes, "Thank you very much. I'm
It's fine.
gonna run."
Okay, bye. Yeah, so you sprint back.
Using his golden light of he just blitzes through.
So in maybe 5 minutes, Sidon returns. Yeah,
I have the
sweating.
scroll.
So, bear with us because this will be difficult. I believe for this to work, we may need to remove the manacles, and we will only get one shot at this, unless you want to wait till tomorrow. But I don't think that's sensible at all. I'm going to have to use a scroll, which is annoying. It's like, to be honest, because this is quite an expensive spell. But never mind.
If you want, Archeron, I will happily buy you the spell again tomorrow. Before we leave.
I don't really like that. It's a very niche spell. The idea of forcibly taking control of someone is distasteful.
Yes, I agree.
Only in
but
this instance. So, we will need to remove the manacles. However, we'll do that last. If Slab were here, this would be a little bit easier. We could have baned.
Do you think the Darkness is your ally?
I don't think she's going to be able to willingly allow this to happen. However, since he's not here, we'll have to make do.
Tanith looks at you and says, "Don't worry, I've got something for this."
Excellent. Could you illuminate as to what that is?
Yeah.
It's a
So
surprise that we'll use
you
later.
see, they look at look through their pack, and because we figured out in the week that James took a spell that he shouldn't have, pulls out a see-through six-sided dice, and says, "I can make sure that she doesn't isn't able to succeed on whatever you're doing against her."
Oh, excellent. That does save me the concern. So, well, let's see if she fails it first, because I know it's a big. From when I mistakenly tried it, even though I realised after the fact, since it completely failed, or it could have well have been a silvery barbs, just after so long, so I didn't have any spells left. It's fine.
Wait,
so
what spell was this?
it was
Snake Eyes.
It forces a 1 on a dice roll.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, just making sure what spells I've got. Okay, so to make this as simple as possible, Artron is going to, for 18 seconds before he casts a spell, is going to, for 18 seconds, tinker with his spellbook. Which will put his spell DC up by 3.
Okay.
To 20.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And,
Well, is your intelligence still 19, or did you add it to 20? Because it should be 20.
now, yeah.
Okay.
20 now. Is that right? Is it +5? Yeah, that is right. Yeah, because I don't have a spell booster otherwise, so he's gonna up that to 20. And he does have a silvery barbs if needed, because it's just a bit easier. But yes, he's only using the so yes. Just going to read the wording for dominate person. So it only lasts for a minute. We're not fighting it, so she can't get advantage. She's not going to take damage from us, so hopefully it won't provoke a save. Telepathic linked, and they become charmed. Oh. Do we know if she's immune to charmed?
Don't worry, she isn't.
Okay. She's my nicest fighter. And you can command detection to use. You can cast along with. Damn! If I was up to the 7th level, I could command to do it for the full duration. Okay, cool. It's not a bad idea that we rebuy this spell. Actually, it would be handy to be able to do this stuff for an hour. Okay. Yeah. So, with that in mind, then he's going to ask somebody. So he's going to basically have Mel sit down quietly with a cup of tea, somewhere, and watch.
Yeah, I moved her away. Yeah.
Just on one side for the moment. He's going to ask somebody who can to take off the manacles as he's preparing his book, and then once he's done that, he's going to cast.
Do you need to pass a save to take them off, or do you have a key for him?
I think you might have to pass a save.
And what type of save is it?
Let me look.
Say
quickly.
Arcana DC 25.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
I
if it
can
was
just take them off,
if
yeah.
it was snap it with strength or break out them with dex, like they were saves like that.
I can just take him off her.
I'll say yeah, we can just take her off.
Yeah, let's just take him off her, and then we'll give her 6 seconds. Looking very closely at her eyes to make sure they're green again.
So you take off the manacles, and you see she's doing taking deep breaths while looking just sort of at the table in front of her.
Just to be on the safe side, I'm just ready near. I've not drew it, but my hand is near my weapon just in case.
But yeah, you see her hands are on the table, and she's breathing taking deep breaths. You can see one of her hands is twitching, but she's like keeping it under control.
Are you okay?
Sure. No, not. I don't feel good.
How do you feel? All the information you can give us is worthwhile.
I feel like I can't breathe for myself.
I know this is a
Heavy.
long shot because it was originally only Maeve who could see this.
Mhm.
But we spent time with Maeve and we've been to the
No.
grey. Is there any chance we can see an outline of smoke coming out?
No,
Of it?
you can't.
Damn it.
We couldn't even see that with detect magic, could we?
No.
No.
I could try verify again.
No, because we know it's there anyway, because Mel's told us so.
Mhm.
I don't feel.
Did it feel better or worse with the manacles on?
This feels a lot worse.
If this fails, we'll put the manacles back on and you'll be able to rest, okay?
Mhm.
Okay. Gonna up his spell and then he's gonna hit her with a dominate person.
Cool.
It is a DC 20 wisdom save, which
Yep.
I can make.
So DC 20. I'll just tell you, she has disadvantage on this for a reason that you don't know. Lucky she had disadvantage. Jesus.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you watch. That's an insanely good roll for a +2.
Mhm.
You see as she's sitting there, her hands are like twitching more, like to the point now where she's like shaking. And you watch as she's like gritting her teeth, and there's this clear like internal conflict. She's like convulsing, like her body is moving unnaturally, and she's like making strained noises. She almost begins to like stand up, as to like move like across the table towards you, Archeron. But at the final second, she like slams her fist onto the table, and then looks up at you, and is dominated.
Okay. So first of all, she's gonna floss. So I have a telepathic link with her. I don't know if that does anything.
You hear the inner turmoils.
You can speak in her head.
No, so there's anything I'm picking up from her, like anything,
okay.
Yeah.
You hear. It's similar to the whispering before, I would say.
The one I didn't hear.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You can hear those like dark demonic voices that are whispering in her mind.
Okay. I can hear voices in her mind. Okay. Can I? I'm gonna say something to them. I'm gonna say in her head. I'm gonna say, Kyosa, are you there?
You hear Layla's voice, sort of, what's the word, echoed like it was before when you fought her initially. And you hear it say, "We are here."
What do you want with Layla?
She is my daughter. I want her to do what I want.
Okay. Okay. I will then give the vocal, or not the vocal, telepathic command for Layla to take off the crown and put it in the bag of holding. She's on a different plane.
Mm-hmm. So Layla moves her hands up to her head, and you watch as she begins to take the crown off, and you see as it's lifting, there is these tendrils, this similar to that like inky tongue you saw, sort of latching onto the crown as she pulls it off. You watch as it gets up, and obviously she has horns, so it actually takes a while. But she lifts it up above her head with this strain, and she actually, I'll make a save quickly. She has disadvantage on this. Oof. You see, she pulls the crown off of her head, and as she does, she stumbles backwards. Artron, you feel, you watch as the crown drops from her hand and clatters onto the table. You feel as the Dominate person drops, and so does she. And we will pick up there next time.